here come the drama. Oh. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You want to see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place. Play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket. Rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them solved. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina made the Cenas tote my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste.
All right.
Unmute us real quick. Make sure this fucking sounds good. Okay. And then we go right into the intro. Okay. All right. I think I sound good. Say something real quick.
Saying something real quick. Oh God.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good, bro.
Good.
All right. Sounds good. Cool. All right. What is going on, guys? We are back with another edition of the Notorious Sales Podcast, man. And this is episode 90 of the Notorious Sales Podcast. There will not be episode 72 of Unscripted this week. Episode 72 of Unscripted will be next week. We will not be on tomorrow night because every year we're going to make this a thing where we do the 2021, or whatever the year is, year-end awards. And that is what we are here doing today. With that, that is what we're doing here doing, man. Also, like I was just saying, if you guys do not know how this show works, every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, except for this week. And every Friday we are on here with the news. However, this Friday we will not be on with the news. That is New Year's Eve. We will be on Thursday, the December 30th, with the New Year's Eve episode of the news, man. So, with that being said, If you guys did miss this past edition's episode of the news, man, we talked about WWE possibly going back to the Thunderdome and Vince McMahon being adamantly against putting no-cut clauses in new WWE contracts. You can now find that everywhere, including Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it here, if you want to see it first, you come right here on YouTube, man. So, with that being said, if this is the first time you guys are watching the show and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for my other half, we got my man as for the other half, we got my man Sergey here.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Fuck, bruh.
What the
I'm
fuck?
good, man. I'm good. Just went to work, came home, ate, and I'm here, bruh. I'm here, bruh.
Word up.
But other than that, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. But
Very
what
nice.
about you, bro? How you
Yeah,
been?
bro. Yeah, man. I'm doing good. Bro. Yeah, just enjoying vacation so far. Had a good
Nice.
Christmas. Hope you guys had a great one as well. And yeah,
Yeah.
man. So before we get into the awards, I just want to say really quick. I just want to give a remembrance, I guess, or a what is it? Like a
Tribute.
tribute. There you go. Obviously, you guys see I'm wearing the shirt to the late, great Mr. Brody Lee, who passed away 1 year ago. Brody, we have not forgotten about you. We have not forgotten about you. He was... Last year, we had our Slammy Awards. They weren't even called year-end awards. We just took WWE's
Damn.
thing. I believe he won my AEW Career Resurgence of the Year. So
Hell yeah, bro.
yeah, man,
Hell
what a great return last year. What a great year for Brody Lee. He did amazing things. He was an amazing person, and we miss him very
Truly.
much. And he would have been amazing, an amazing piece to the storyline arc of the Hangman finding his way to Kenny Omega. He would have been amazing for that. And yeah, we miss you very much, Mr. Brody. And yeah, rest in peace. And yeah, bro.
Truly.
One of the greatest, man. One of the greatest.
Truly, man. Truly. It's weird to think that was already a year ago.
It was.
How time flies, man. Haven't forgotten about him in a single second.
Yeah. If you guys watch the older episodes of the podcast, you see I have this Brody flag right above my head. I know you could see it when my desk was over there. But yeah, man, great performer. Everybody that worked around him could testify that he was a great person, man. So with that being said, yeah, we have not forgotten about Brody Lee. He still goes through as one of the greats, one of the AEW greats for sure, man. So
Truly, bro.
yeah.
Truly.
Also, with that being said, before we get into the awards, I just figured we'd talk about Rampage really quick. It's only really 2 matches to talk about. So, Hook versus Bear Bronson. Hook versus Bear Bronson. Hook continues to show why he is potentially the breakout star of the year. Will he win that award? Well, you'll just have to find out in a little bit. I believe that's the 5th award we'll go over. So, you can find out then. But Hook continues to show why he is definitely a strong nominee for Breakout Star of the Year, man. So,
Most definitely.
yeah, man. With that being said, Hook no-sold a spike pile driver and put on a great match with somebody who obviously is a lot bigger than him. So, great contrast of styles there, man. But what did you think about that match?
Thought it was pretty good, man. Thought it was pretty good. I did not know Rampage started at 8 and not 9, so I missed half of the match. So that was great, but caught the end of it, man. It was really good, bro. I like to see it. I like him.
For sure. Yeah, Hook is amazing, bro. Hook is amazing. Like I said, continues to show why he is a great nominee for Breakout Star of the Year. So, and then the last match, Cody Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara. Pretty good match. Obviously, these two always have good matches, but in the end, Cody Rhodes hit 3 crossroads and put Sammy Guevara in the double underhook. Did he do the pedigree? No. He did a
No.
double underhook spike pile driver, but you know it's coming. Whenever he
Oh,
gets to
yeah.
Hangman, you know he is going to
You
win
know
the
it.
AEW World Championship with
The
a
pedigree.
So,
Hell yeah, man.
Cody Rhodes wins the TNT Championship, and like an asshole, he has his family come out to the ring. His nightmare family, and they're hugging him and parading around him like he is some fucking hero. I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, man. He is. He's up there with the likes of Jesus Christ. So
Quite literally, man.
Cody, man, I tell you, bro, what a man. What a man that
Truly.
Mr. Rhodes is. Wow. Look, man, we've been saying this. Everybody's starting to say this now. We've been saying this for ever since. Fuck, man. We've been saying this shit ever since.
Been a minute.
It's been a very long time. Cody Rhodes, I don't know when it is exactly, but Cody Rhodes is the most intriguing character on AEW television because remember what I said when Hangman won the championship? I said, one long story completed, on to the next. And the next is the storyline arc of the Cody Rhodes heel turn. And then, obviously, also you have the other storyline arc of Hangman now getting back with the Elite. Obviously, that'll come in a couple years. But the next one, the next up, is the great storyline arc that is going to be Cody Rhodes turning heel, and it is going to be fantastic. This guy's already one of the most intriguing characters just because he's an asshole. He has everybody coming out there like he's fucking, like he's some god that just defeated Thanos at the end of Avengers, and all the other Avengers crowd around him and they hold him up. That's what Cody thinks he is. He believes that he just defeated Thanos, and he needs the
Truly.
The hero's welcome. Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. So great shit here. I'll let you tell the people who you think he should drop it to. Sir K gave me a very good. Sir K brought up a very good name. I think somebody who should be the one to beat him for it. Makes all the sense in the world. But yeah, man, what are your thoughts?
It was a great win, man. I loved the boos. Those boos were so amazing to hear while he was celebrating. Loved the whole moment. And no other person beat him than Aleister Black. Sorry, my fucking bad. Malachi Black. I've been up 11 hours so far, bruh. I'm gonna be fucked. I had to get up at 7.
Damn. God damn. God bless you, bro.
So if I start talking weird, bruh, there's a reason. But
last year.
Yep.
Oh no. Sorry. I remembered that wasn't last year. That was your Daniel Bryan return video where he said, the little man. Oh no, it was our very first podcast, and you were talking about your favorite wrestlers. You were like, Daniel Bryan, man, I love that story. Just the little man, just getting it all. Great shit.
Yeah, man. We may have another moment like that this episode, man. But definitely the person to beat Cody, I would say, is Malachi Black. Or if you can't go with Malachi Black, I would go with Andrade, man. Either one of those two fits, man.
Yeah.
But I think Malachi Black fits just a little more, especially if he is getting the House of Black, which he is. So
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. For sure, man. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. I cannot wait to see these trios championships. I admit I did not want them at first, but as the depth gets more depth to it, I would love to see. Yeah, absolutely. You can add someone to the House of Black. Don't really matter who it is, but you could add somebody to the House of Black. You got the Undisputed Era. If they
Exactly.
decide to do that correctly. Well, whether or not, you're still going to have a trio, whether it's Cole and the Bucks or the Undisputed. The Hung Bucks, whenever Hangman loses the belt. You guys know the whole 9 yards. Death Triangle, da-da-da-da-da. You guys know. Yeah, so... Yeah, that was Rampage. Real quick, obviously we won't be on tomorrow, so I figured we could talk to you guys for a little bit about that. All right, let's get right into it, man. We're starting off hot. Let's get it, bruh. So, with the first off, you guys are going to see the nominees pop up on your screen right now. Voila.
Oh, hold on. The stream's got to update. It's not
You're
live
good.
for us.
Okay.
There we go.
So,
Stream's technically not live.
your nominees for Male Superstar of the Year, Kenny Omega. Obviously, extremely great year. Exploding barbed wire death match. Orange versus Pac versus Omega. Fantastic.
Truly.
Cage versus
Him and
Omega. Both matches were very good, although All Out wasn't what we wanted. Great matches nonetheless. You got the match with Daniel Bryan. You have the match with Adam Page. You have a bunch of matches over the year with Mr. Kenny Omega. Longest reigning AEW
Just great
World.
moments.
Yeah, longest reigning AEW World Champion for a great reason as well. So, next, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley had a great year. He finally climbed the 16-year mountain that is becoming WWE Champion, and he finally did it. He had his own faction for the first half of the year. He had a great year overall, and Bobby Lashley puts himself in as the second slot for Male Superstar of the Year. Next up, Roman Reigns. Does anything need to be said for Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns has been Universal Champion all year. His matches with Kevin Owens were fantastic. His matches with Daniel Bryan were some of the best. Amazing WrestleMania main event. Bunch of boring feuds in there, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Trying to come up with the good, bro.
The earlier half of the year was very good for Roman Reigns, and nonetheless, he did have a very good year. Next up, I guess you can either say Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson, because both of them had a great year.
Exactly.
Daniel Bryan had a potential match of the year at Fastlane. Daniel Bryan had the WrestleMania main event. Daniel Bryan was the fan favorite to win the Royal Rumble. Very hot going into that. He had another great match on SmackDown with Roman Reigns. Daniel Bryan's WWE career ended there. And now, what we see now is the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, who came into AEW at All Out. He had his very first match, I believe, was Kenny Omega in a 30-minute fucking Dynamite classic that we all remember. The AEW Grand Slam, was that? No, it opened the show. The opener to that show. Minoru Suzuki, Miro, pretty much that whole tournament. He did great things. You have the Hangman match, which is another candidate for match of the year. And like I said, obviously in the earlier half of the year, also another match of the year candidate with Roman Reigns at Fastlane. And for sure, bro, Bryan Danielson had a career resurgence in AEW. Amazing year. Amazing year. Next up, Adam Hangman Page, man. Adam Hangman Page, the current AEW World Heavyweight Champion, had a fantastic year. Started off a little rocky with his feud with none other than Matt Hardy. Past that, we have what was an amazing Double or Nothing opener with Brian Cage. Fantastic match. He brought us on the emotional roller coaster over the summer with his loss to Omega, which put him out of the All Out main event. He was away for a little bit, came home, had a great ladder match to return. And the most important part of it all, man, he finished the great storyline arc that was his feud with Kenny Omega. His
Yep.
feud with Kenny Omega, bro. It was an incredible match. You had the nod of approval from the Young Bucks. Adam Page had a fantastic year.
Truly.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Next up, Darby Allen. Darby Allen. Darby Allen, geez, what a great year for Darby Allen. We started off the year with the feud with Team Taz that, although it went on a little long, the culmination of it, the street fight, Cage and Starks
Sick.
versus Darby and Taz. Holy shit. That was...
That shit was dope.
I'll tell you this right now, man, if there was a cinematic match of the year category, that 1,000% would have won. That was one of the best cinematic matches I've ever seen, and it was a true masterpiece. Darby Allen, his creativity is amazing, to say the very least. Double or Nothing. What did he do at Double or Nothing? Wasn't it him and Sting versus... Oh, it was him and Sting. Who did they face?
Who the fuck did they face?
Very fun match, I remember that being. I can't remember who they faced, though.
Let me look it up.
Huh. Well, regardless, through the summer, we got the Darby Allen build to the August 20th edition of Rampage, where he emerged to be CM Punk's first opponent back. And it was a very good mini feud for Punk's first feud. An incredible match with CM Punk. At All Out. Not to mention earlier in the year, he faced Miro. Miro in for the TNT Championship. That was a great match where he dropped the championship. First match with CM Punk back. The feud with MJF was absolutely incredible. Building up to their match. He did take the loss at Full Gear, but nonetheless, it was still fantastic, man. It was still fantastic. And yeah, man, did you ever find out who they faced at Double or Nothing?
I just did, and that was the what the fuck's that? It was Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. The best. The fuck was it? Fuck are they called? The Men. That's what the fuck it was.
Yeah, that's
the Men
right.
Of the Year.
That's right. Great promos between them too. He had a great sit down with Ethan Page. Now that I can remember.
Yeah.
Darby Allen had an incredible breakout year. Absolutely. I mean, we already knew he was great. That's why he's not a nominee for Breakout Star of the Year, but this was his come-up year, emerging as a main eventer. Next up, we have the Austrian Bruiser, the Ring General, Walter. Walter over Brock Lesnar. Don't at me.
Oh,
Walter
100%.
is a fucking attraction. I love Brock. This is coming from somebody who loves Brock.
Oh,
Walter did not show up much this year, but I'll tell you what gets him this spot, and it is anytime he showed up, he got me to watch a 2021 NXT TakeOver. This man put on a match of the year candidate with Ilya Dragunov at TakeOver 36, a hint, a honorable mention match of the year with Tommaso Ciampa. Anytime this guy was on NXT television, you watched.
Exactly.
And you wanted to know what Walter was doing because Walter is fucking incredible. My honest opinion, he's the second best wrestler in the world.
And I would say.
Absolutely, bro. Walter is incredible. And the last slot goes to Jon Moxley, man. Jon Moxley had an incredible year. He started off the year with his feud with Omega. He had the exploding barbed wire death match, which was a fantastic match, minus the ending. Obviously, we all know how that went, but you cannot take away what happened in the ring that night. It was incredible. And on this show, we are going to make sure that you guys do not forget how incredible that was.
Exactly.
So, with that, the next match he had on pay-per-view was a match of the year candidate with the Young Bucks, Mox and Eddie versus the Bucks. It was the second match on Double or Nothing, and it was, incredible tag team match, incredible.
Truly.
So, Mox has two match of the year candidates in the first two pay-per-views of the year. He went through the summer feuding with the best that New Japan has to offer for their retirement home. But still, it was great. It was great. And yeah, Jon Moxley ended up facing. He faced didn't he face Kenta? Yes, he did. He faced Kenta in the summer. He would then go on to face Satoshi Kojima at All Out. I know. It was something, but he ended up going into a feud with Minoru Suzuki. Had a little mini feud with Lance Archer right before that. So it was a great year for Jon Moxley. He was about to go into the heel turn, hinting at it, going into the arc of his heel turn, but obviously prayers up for Mox because he ended up having to go to alcohol rehabilitation. So nonetheless, Mox was not around for the end of the year, but that does not take away at all from what happened.
Exactly.
And we're back at the beginning of the year, or the 75%, 3/4 of the year. Okay, so the way we're going to do this, I'll give my winner, or Sir K gives his winner, whatever it is. But all of these guys had incredible years.
Truly.
Yeah. Obviously, once we go for the male superstar ones, when we go to these images, I'll kind of just give the run through. But when we get to the fun ones, we'll stop and pause and talk about them each. But this is just male superstar of the year. So, yeah. The male superstar of the year, from me, goes to Adam Hangman Page. I have to give this to Adam Hangman Page. He had an incredible year. Like I said, he brought us on the emotional roller coaster that was him losing, him being out of All Out, and it was truly heartbreaking. It was very heartbreaking to see. But nonetheless, he climbed the mountain at Full Gear on my birthday. It was truly a great birthday gift. Hangman has been my favorite for in AEW for a while now, and I love to see him climb the emotional mountain that was being the AEW World Champion, man. Something that was 3 years in the making, and it was beautiful, beautiful to see. Also, before you give your award, I literally just said, don't forget the honorable mention, and I forgot the honorable mention. We got an honorable mention, and that is none other than Seth Rollins, somebody who truly came into his own. He did not make the list because I honestly, me and Sir K prefer last year's version of Seth better. This year he started off pretty bad, but he came into his own, and for that, he definitely got an honorable mention spot for sure.
Exactly.
Who do you got, man?
I don't know the cue, but oh yeah, am I male superstar of the year, man? It's got to go to Adam Hangman Page, bro. That shit.
What?
Man. Yes. Bro. But man, his whole year was overall really good, man. You can say what you want about the Matt Hardy shit at the beginning. At least that's when the gimmick wasn't terrible yet. So he faced a decent
I remember
Matt
it
Hardy.
being good, as a matter of fact.
I liked it at first. I thought it was pretty nice at first. And then it's after that loss specifically that it just went downhill, man. And now we have the HFO. So, and we'll touch on that later. But Hangman Page has had a great year, man. Great match after great match. Great loss after great loss. And then finally, the end of the year, man, after coming back. And side note, he took a break at one point, at a high point in his career, came back and was the same, if not a little more over, when he come back. Yeah. When he came back, it's hard to do that, man. And he pulled it off, man. And he finally won the big one, man. And it was unbelievable to see, man. If only happened in Chicago, man. But Full Gear was amazing, man. It was great poetry, man. And you just love to see it, bro. He had a great year, and definitely my favorite of the year.
Let's fucking go, bruh. Hangman Page, male superstar of the year, man, for sure. Okay, next up, wham! There you see it. Female superstar, female superstar of the year. Female superstar of the year. Here are the 8 nominees. You have 2 people that are not jobbers in this nominee. In this nominees,
Sasha Banks Mark would say otherwise, but
Chris Statlander and Ruby Soho are nominees for Male Superstar of the Year. Apparently, they're jobbers, people. I did not know that.
yeah.
Hint, hint. There are no runner-ups or honorable mentions here. We're going to start off the list.
List.
Yes, and then we're going to explain why Sasha Banks is not on this list. First off, we got the Doctor, DMD, Dr. Britt Baker, man. I could stop there, and that's all I need to say. Incredible. I mean, from last year, where she was heavily criticized, Britt Baker doesn't have it. Britt Baker can't put on a great match. There are 3-4 women on this list that Britt Baker has had fucking classics with. So to those people, I say, go fuck yourself. And Dr. Britt Baker, bro, had, like I said, not only an incredible year in the ring, but on the mic as well. Obviously, that's her strong point, and she obviously excelled at that as well. Dr. Britt Baker, bro, started off the year not as women's champion, but having barn burners with Thunder Rosa. She then won the AEW championship in a decent match from Hikaru Shida. All Out, she had one of the great women's matches of the year. We were there to see it. Chris Statlander versus Britt Baker. Incredible match. She went on to then face Ruby Soho, and had an incredible match at Grand Slam as well. She retained the championship. Tay Conti at Full Gear, great way to end the year, and just another classic match for Britt Baker, another great pay-per-view match. Incredible year for Britt Baker. Like I said, I could have said her name and ended it there, because we all know how fucking great she is, and she proved it this year, man. So, incredible year for Baker. Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill. I would be lying if I didn't say we kind of ran out of people to put on the list, because it's been a bad year for women's wrestling and WWE, so we couldn't find anybody from there. But Jade Cargill, look, she has improved a lot. She doesn't pose all the time like she used to.
Oh god.
And her being on this list is not me saying that I think she's better than Sasha Banks. I just think she had a better year than Sasha Banks, because we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, Jade Cargill made a lot of improvements, continues to be a staple in AEW, and somebody who's generally pretty good. Yeah. Obviously, another thing that got her a spot on this list was Mr. Smart Mark Sterling.
Oh, hell yeah. Love that guy.
Very good guy. Love that guy. Next, Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander made her return this year, and ever since then has been incredible. She's been incredible. Yes, she has been with those fucking dorks, but anytime she's done Chris Statlander shit, she's been amazing. Exactly. And yeah, man. Yeah, she's just had a really good year. Somebody who's definitely not a jobber. She's in a bad situation, but I don't understand how a jobber has a standout women's match of the year. For sure, bro. For sure.
No, we don't.
Yeah, man. With that, next up we got Bianca Belair for 50% of the year. SummerSlam was her midway point, and that was it. So maybe 2.5 quarters of the year, man. She had a great opening to the year. Won the Royal Rumble. Here's where it went down. She had a dog shit feud with Sasha Banks. Something that was definitely did not match up to the level of career resurgence that a Ruby Soho had, or didn't match up to Chris Statlander's year, because apparently these two women are jobbers.
Apparently.
This is new to me.
Apparently.
But Chris Statlander, like I said, and Ruby Soho, apparently are jobbers, and yeah. But no, on a serious note, she had a dog shit feud with Sasha Banks. Statlander's match with Britt Baker alone was better than that dog shit feud with Sasha Banks, and Ruby Soho's whole second half of the year was better than the feud with Sasha Banks. I'll tell you what was good from that feud. The main event match of night 1 of WrestleMania, it was incredible. It was incredible, man. It was absolutely incredible. She tore the house down with Sasha Banks, and something that was a very, very genuine moment between Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks, just standing across the ring from each other, having a fantastic year. And yes, these two, like I said, tore the house down, had a great year, man, and Bianca Belair definitely earns it for the first half of the year. We're not going to talk about the second half of the year. The SmackDown Women's title reign sucked. Becky Lynch was buried, or Becky Lynch buried her, I mean. Yeah. Next up, Tay Conti, somebody who had a very, very good breakout year, man. She went from being an NXT jobber to somebody who was in a marquee match, a marquee women's championship match at the last pay-per-view of AEW, man. So genuinely a great year for Tay Conti, man. Showing everybody that she's not just an NXT jobber with the likes of Tino Sabatelli. Next up, Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa had an incredible year. The feud with Baker to start was incredible. Like I said, like we talked about with Britt, these two absolutely tore the house down. Continued to have great matches overall. Her matches, all of them in the TNT tournament have been pretty good, if I do say so myself. She has the best match, I believe. I think it's been the best match so far. Rosa versus Jamie Hayter. Incredible. Yeah, man. So Thunder Rosa, obviously she's definitely going to be facing Ruby Soho on January 5th, and I think it will be a great match, man. So, yeah, bro, not only do we have that for next year, but to end off the year, we still do have one last match with Cargill, but nonetheless, bro, yeah, Thunder Rosa had an incredible year, and next year, I think she will have an even better one. Next up, Ruby Soho, one of the second best woman on AEW's roster. Somebody that I would not put in the category of jobber.
Not in the slightest.
Ruby Soho had a very, very bad first half of the year, but it's not her fault. It is the company that she's employed with doesn't like people that look like her, but as we know in wrestling, it really doesn't matter what you look like. That logic just comes from very shitty people. Ruby Soho is amazing. She completely reinvented herself. Rancid gave her the Ruby Soho moniker and the song. She came out at All Out, and I'm extremely proud to say that me and Sir K were there to see it. Now, Ruby Soho won her first match in AEW, the Battle Royal. Great match. Ruby Soho won that. Went on to have a great match with Baker. Ended up losing it, but still nonetheless a fantastic match. May I say a career resurgence for Ruby Soho. Amazing. She's incredible. You guys know we're huge Soho marks over here, man. That's our girl, so she's
Truly
amazing. She's amazing, bro. And she's had pretty good matches in the TBS tournament as well with Chris Statlander. And then there was one with Penelope Ford and Nyla Rose in there. But Ruby Soho, anytime she gets in the ring with people that know how to wrestle, it is incredible. Next up, Raquel Gonzalez, the last one. Raquel Gonzalez had a great year. NXT Women's Champion. She defeated Io Shirai. And she had a great year up until Vince McMahon had to get his grubby hands all over NXT. Her stock kind of went down, but we still all recognize that Raquel Gonzalez is incredible. And yeah, man, she had a great, great year for sure, man. So, and we're back. With that being said, no honorable mentions for this one because, look, man, Sasha Banks is one of the best women's wrestlers. We know that. We know that. She had a shit year. She feuded with Carmella for the first half of the year. She had a terrible feud with Bianca Belair. She was non-existent all summer. Came back for a week to challenge Bianca. Didn't show up at SummerSlam. And now I don't even know what she's doing. So if you call that a good year, motherfucker, you have the lowest standards of any human that I know. Quite frankly.
You're probably a fan of the Bella Twins with that logic, man. Who knows?
They probably think Alexa Bliss is one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. That's probably what what they think. They might have a Divas Championship in their collection.
They might, because you gotta be that stupid to have one of those, man. But Sasha did not have a good year in the slightest.
No. One of the great women's wrestlers. I'm not denying that part. What I'm saying is she had a dog shit year, and she is completely uninteresting. That is why Sasha Banks is right here, and Bayley is right here. But above all else, as we go into it, the female superstar of the year for myself goes to none other than Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. This is not even a question here for me.
No.
Incredible year. Tip my hat to the doctor, and I hope she has a better year next year, man. Even though this one was incredible, man. Who you got?
Who else, bro? Who am I gonna say? Bianca? The fuck out of here, bro. Yeah. My woman of the year.
Dana Brooke.
Oh yeah, that's mine. Then she should be our honorable mention, man. But my woman of the year is obviously Britt Baker. Who else, bro? Who is the most interesting person in the women's divisions? All of them, all year. Who's the only one?
Becky sucks.
Charlotte.
Bayley's gone. We miss you.
Yep.
Sasha sucks. Fucking.
Bayley's the only one that can challenge her. Literally the only one that can challenge her at the moment, and she's sadly not here right now. So, who else than Britt Baker, man? Had a great year. Gonna have a great next year, man. And can't wait to see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, no honorable mentions. Very bad year for women's wrestling. WWE, get your fucking shit together. You have great women on that roster, and you do nothing. Next up, here we go. And we're gone. Tag Team of the Year. Tag Team of the Year, man. We got the first nominee. We got none other than Santana and Ortiz from Proud and Powerful, man. We got Proud and Powerful on the list. These guys, look, man. These guys had a bad year.
They did. I'm not gonna lie.
Every time they were standing next to Chris Jericho and the rest of them. Every time these guys got to break out and do something by themselves, that is what earned them a shot. When Santana was talking like a fucking thug about how he grew up in a single mom household, and when he talks about street shit, same thing with Ortiz. Bar none, these guys are some of the best promos on AEW's roster. These guys are incredible. Incredible. I love me some Proud and Powerful. I love me, or as me and Sir K still call them, we love us some LAX. So
still
these guys, absolutely, dude. These guys are incredible. Santana and Ortiz, I think they had a good year when they were by themselves. That is what earned them a spot on this list, and I do think they will have a very good 2021. Personally, these guys take the championships from the Lucha Bros at either Revolution or Double or Nothing. That's just me personally.
100%.
They have the backstory with them, and it would just be great. It would just be great. Break the Inner Circle up. If you don't want to put the Lucha Bros with Andrade, what about LAX, bro? Andrade's like a mob boss, and it would be cool to kind of have two street dudes with them. So it'd be pretty cool, man. It would be pretty fucking dope. So anytime these guys stepped away on their own, they
it was great.
Showed you why they have earned a nominee for Tag Team of the Year. Next up, The Hurt Business. I'm going to take 3 seconds real quick to remember how fantastic The Hurt Business was. And they are dead. Well, they're kind of alive, but they're on life support.
We don't know how they're alive because they don't acknowledge each other.
No, not in the slightest. But earlier half of the year, one of the best. Yeah, this was pre-RK Bro and No Wyatt. This was the best part about Monday Night Raw. These guys were incredible.
100%.
These guys were incredible. A group of WWE's Black Kings, as you can say, man. These guys were incredible. Obviously, that was kind of the thing. That was kind of the thing. Black Kings, truly. Bobby Lashley, incredible fucking year. And then you had the team of Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. So, and then all led by MVP was incredible, man. These guys are, like I just said, kings, man. These guys were kings, and then they were killed. So they had an incredible first half of the year, and that was the point of the group, and that is exactly what they did. They were kings, man. They were kings, and they ran Monday Night Raw like a bunch of fucking badasses.
Exactly.
It was incredible.
It was amazing.
Bro. It was incredible.
If they weren't delegated to Raw, they easily would have been anything of the year, winning instantly, bro.
Absolutely, for sure. Next up, do I need to say anything for this team, man? RK Bro. Oh, God. RK Bro, just off their backstage segments alone, have gotten Moment of the Year nominees. Matt Riddle, with the dynamic, when he was by himself, this dude was ass. As soon as he added Randy Orton's serious fucking no joke ass into the mix, oh my God, incredible, bro, incredible.
They
These
work
guys
so well together.
They do. Incredible tag team, great matches with AJ Styles and Omos. Yes, absolutely a tag team for nominee of the year. Everybody, or absolutely a nominee for tag team of the year. Fuck, but yes, incredible matches. Well, not incredible. Oh, they had okay matches with them. But I really think what got these guys the spot is just their on-screen chemistry. Everybody loves them. And their tag team moveset, they work very, very well together. So they sure
really do
get a spot on Tag Team of the Year, man. So next, this is another one I don't need to say anything for. Matt and Nick, the Young Bucks, the fucking Young Bucks, bro. They started off the year with a good, I wouldn't say great, a good tag team match at Revolution against Max and Jericho. It was good. And then the Bucks absolutely went Double or Nothing and had a fucking great next half of I mean, like I said, not that their match with Jericho and Max was bad. It was okay. It was good. It was a good match. Yeah. It was a good match. However, these guys, man, Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing, they faced Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. And I talked about this when we went over Mox. Mm-hmm. Just, I mean, oh, God. One of the best, usually the second match on the show is not good. At least that's what we're used to with WWE. Not in this match. The second match on the show was one of the best matches on the show. Obviously, because the crowd is tired after the barn burner that usually is a show opener. The Young Bucks went on to put on a great tag team match against Mox and Eddie. One of my favorite matches of the year, match of the year candidate. We got another match of the year candidate at All Out because also during the summer they dramatically switched their look up. Actually, earlier in the year they switched their look up into the Young Bucks, the heel Young Bucks that we love.
Hell yeah.
And they
play great heels.
They play great heels. I love the swagger of the Young Bucks. They evolved in such a great way. They evolved in such a great way, man. And anyway, another match of the year candidate with the Lucha Bros at All Out. We were there to see it, and my God, was that a fucking experience, man. Was that a fucking experience, bro. The Bucks
Truly, bro.
and the Lucha Bros put
man.
on an amazing match of the year candidate in the steel cage. And to end the year off, they had another fantastic match with the Super Click taking on Jurassic Express and Christian Cage, man. So incredible year, incredible year from Matt and Nick Jackson. Next up, we got the Lucha Bros, man. The Lucha Bros, they actually started off the year as singles. And Ray Phoenix, I remember, had one of the best years as a singles competitor, let alone a tag team. And my God, it was incredible, man. It was absolutely incredible. They ended up having the match at All Out, like I just said, with the Bucks. Incredible match. The later half of the year was a little awkward with the FTR match, but still, nonetheless, they 100% earned themselves Tag Team of the Year spot. Next up, Jurassic Express, like I just said, had a great match with the Young Bucks at Full Gear. Young Bucks and Cage at Full Gear, and these guys, man, whether you take Jungle Boy alone or both of them, had just an incredible year. They really, from being on failed run of the year last year, had an incredible year this year. And like I said, man, continued to show why they are both individually or a tag team a great piece to AEW's future. Next up, Max Caster, Platinum Max, and Anthony Bowens of the Acclaimed. Who doesn't love the Acclaimed? Who doesn't love the Acclaimed, bro? I mean, seriously, man.
Who dislikes them? That's who I want to know.
For real. I think I have a good idea of one person that might. Little AEW hate going on there, but I think I know one person that might. But listen, the Acclaimed are incredible. The Acclaimed is everything everybody wanted Hit Row to be, and they were an uncensored Hit Row. They are incredible. Max, you never know what the hell is going to come out of Max Caster's mouth. He is just incredible. He's incredible. These guys continue to show why they're a great up-and-coming tag team, and their mic skills, bro. I mean, who doesn't love Platinum Max, like I just said. And next up, again, here we are with somebody who kind of ran out of people to put on the list. So here we are with FTR. FTR did not have a good year.
They did not. They had a terrible fucking year.
They had a great feud with LAX, Santana and Ortiz. But other than that, man, they were just treated as afterthoughts, and it wasn't good. Great matches, I think, earned them this spot. They had good matches, but this is FTR. We know they're going to have great matches, but look, man, not really the year that they are, I think that we all expected them to have. No trilogy of matches with the Bucks. It was literally just that
one match.
So just one match, and that was it, man. So with that being said, FTR is the last team that got a nominee spot for this. No honorable mentions for this one. I honestly can't even think of any. Maybe Hit Row. Maybe. So yeah, no true honorable mentions. No people that truly just didn't make the list.
Exactly.
The only one I can really think of, but they're not even really a concrete one, like I said, is maybe Hit Bro. You could throw them in there. But my tag team of the year goes to Matt and Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks, man. These guys, dude, every time they are on pay-per-view, they give you a fucking classic. I don't know how people hate on the Bucks. I genuinely have no idea how the people hate on the Bucks. But look, bro. I mean, bro, Mox and Eddie versus the Bucks. Classic. Lucha Bros. Classic. Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. Classic. Every single time these guys are in the ring, they give you a classic. They give you a fucking barn burner. These guys know how to tell a story in a ring. These guys know... These guys, they're so incredible, man. I genuinely don't know how people hate on the Bucks because it is so evident. This is the best tag team on the planet. I'd vouch to say, I know the old timers are going to hate me, maybe even some new timers, but this is the best tag team we've ever seen.
Oh, 100%.
This is the best tag team we have ever fucking came across, ever.
They don't miss. What was a bad era of the Young Bucks? I don't know. You can tell me. I don't remember a bad era.
You can maybe say the early AEW, but can you really say they were bad for putting people over? No.
That's all they were doing then.
No.
I wouldn't say so.
These guys are baby faces. They're incredible. These guys are heels. They're incredible. But the one thing that those two have in common, no matter what they play, you're getting a barn burner on pay-per-view. You're getting excellent promos. You're getting storyline ending masterpieces with Nick Jackson nodding at Hangman, being in his corner like they always wanted. The Bucks, like Sir K just said, they don't fucking miss, man. But who do you got, man?
They really do not, man. They really do not.
Who do you got for yours?
My tag team of the year, man. It's the same, man. It's the same.
Yes, sir.
It's the Young Bucks, bro. It's most definitely the Young Bucks. I mean, nobody's better, bro. Nobody's better. Last year, I think I said FTR, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
I think I said FTR. Man, if that turned around, man, because no one's better than the Young Bucks. I mean, they got it all. They got heel, face, promo, even BT. They're almost always the funniest on BT. Nick Jackson got to be one of the funniest people.
Is that what they're saying? when Kenny, what did Kenny say? He's like 75% of his motherfucking rosters from WWE. None of them can do shit. And then Matt's
Fucking
sitting
Nick.
there all calm. Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're saying? They're just getting pissed. I love Nick, bro. Nick is
Literally,
hilarious.
bro. Dude is so fucking just dry tone. It's amazing.
Matt was standing there laughing with all of us as Nick's just getting fucking pissed. He's not even in character. He's not even going along with the fucking bit. Hilarious.
And Nick is pissed, and he says the most bland look on his face, just normal as shit, just pissed. Love it, man. But no one does it like the Young Bucks, bro. They make everything work. Every form of them works. It's amazing, and they're the best thing on pay-per-view, bro. Name a more consistent tag team than the Young Bucks. You can't, man. You can't.
No. Hell no. Okay. Yes, congrats to the Young fucking Bucks, man. What a fucking year.
Yeah.
What a year. Here we go, man. Here we go. Show of the year. Honorable mention. I just want to throw this in here. I made an honorable mention just because I thought there was a lot of good elements on the show. There was a lot of bad elements on the show as well. I got NXT War Games, man. I got NXT War Games. Great main event. Some stuff lumped in there was pretty good. Some of it was bad. I'm not going to bullshit you, but that is exactly why it is an honorable mention. But it was better than I expected for the first NXT 2.0 pay-per-view. So,
Exactly.
no takeovers anymore.
Damn. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. Royal Rumble. First, to start off your nominees, we got the Royal Rumble for the year. Yeah. It was okay.
The Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it was it sucked. It sucked. It was horrible. This is the best of WWE shows. Three WWE shows on here were actually okay. This one I could say was pretty bad. The Royal Rumble matches weren't all that great. The greatest Royal Rumble pay-per-view I think I've ever seen is the one Nakamura won. What was that, 2018?
2018.
Great year.
Great
one. Year. Best one I've ever seen. 2017 was okay as well. The one that Randy won, that was a really good show, actually. I like that show. 2019 blew. 2020 was okay because of like Keith Lee and stuff. I think that carried those kind of moments, and that was The Fiend versus Bryan. There was elements to that show that was good. 2021, it was trash. I love the comic book little thing you see. I hope they do that next year. Yeah, that's all I could talk about for the show. The fucking graphics. Edge won the Royal Rumble. It was a horrible winner. It was a horrible match. Bianca Belair. The ending was okay. Bianca Belair won in an okay women's Rumble. What the hell happened for the WWE Championship? Roman and Kevin was good. The WWE Championship match was Drew McIntyre and Goldberg. All right, I'm done with the Royal Rumble. WrestleMania. Night one was great. Night one was awesome, I would say. Great match with Bianca, Sasha, Seth, and Cesaro. You had... what else happened on that fucking show? I think you had RK Bro on there as well. Night one was very good. I remember night one being very good. Night two, other than the main event... Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre for night one as well. Great match. Great match. Yes. Roman Reigns and Edge and Bryan was amazing. It was an amazing match. That's kind of where it ends there. Night two blew. Bray lost. It was boring as fuck. AJ and Omo won the tag belts in a very anticlimactic tag team match. Anyway, this is show of the year. We're not supposed to be shitting on shows here. Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing. This show was the first show with full capacity fans. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. This was fucking great. Man. This was a great show, man. I love Double or Nothing. We opened with Hangman and Brian Cage. Mox, Eddie, and the Bucks. You had... Baker and Shida was decent. You had the Stadium Stampede. That was a pretty good match. What else did you have on the show? What was the TNT title match? Miro and Lance Archer. You just had great matches. You had a very fun match with Sting and Darby Allen, from what I can remember. Yes, man. Incredible pay-per-view from Double or Nothing, man. Awesome shit.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome shit. Next up, Revolution. This was the last pay-per-view with half capacity. You had the street fight. You had Mox and Omega in the exploding barbed wire death match. You had the Bucks versus Jericho and MJF. You had low point of the show for sure was Shida versus Ryo Mizunami. That was bad. That was not good. But nonetheless, a very good show. Next up, we got WWE's best show of the year, Crown Jewel. Very enjoyable matches. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre and Big E. Although Goldberg should not have won, the match itself was entertaining with Bobby Lashley. You had the ending to the King of the Ring tournament. Very lackluster, but what are you going to do? Very rushed. Very good show here from WWE. Their best show of the year for sure. Next up, we have AEW's All Out. Holy shit. We seen the debut of Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, Ruby Soho, and the in-ring debut of Chicago's favorite son, CM Punk.
Damn.
Wow. We were there. You had Cage and Omega, Darby and Punk, Lucha Bros versus Bucks, Miro and Eddie. You had, what else was on the show? Except anything other than Paul White. MJF and Chris Jericho. You had a bunch of amazing matches. Baker and Statlander. Great fucking pay-per-view. This was the best pay-per-view of the past 10 years for sure. This is the best pay-per-view I've ever seen in a while.
We got to see it live.
And we were a part of it. We were there. Next up, AEW's Full Gear. This was the first pay-per-view after Adam Cole, Bryan, and Ruby made their debut. So this was all of their first pay-per-views. I'm going to start it off with this. CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. I can end it there. I can if I wanted to, but I won't. Hangman versus Omega. Bryan versus Miro. Max versus Darby. Super Click versus Jurassic Express and Cage. Did I say Baker versus Conti? Yes, Bryan and Miro. I said that. You had a very awkward, not interesting street fight, if you could even call it that.
Yeah.
With the Inner Circle versus American Top Team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That was not good. They were fighting with toasters. Anyway, the rest of the show was incredible. Great way to end the year for AEW, man. And last but not least, we have, last but no, I'd say the Rumble's least. Money in the Bank. This was WWE's first pay-per-view with full capacity. You had Bianca versus, I believe, Sasha. You had Rhea and Charlotte. You had Edge and Roman. You had the Big E Money in the Bank briefcase win. Who the hell won the women's one? Didn't they waste it? Who won the women's briefcase this year?
Oh, fuck. Who did? Let me look it up. I have no clue. Oh my god, it was fucking Nikki Ash.
Oh my god.
I just remembered that.
Let's skip past that one real quick.
We can remove that one. Let's replace it.
Forgot about that. Yeah, War Games might have to go there for sure. Anyway, yeah. Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey.
Everything
here we are. Yeah, everything. Let's
run it back.
Yeah, for real. Let's go into the multiverse where fucking Nikki ASH did not win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Anyway, with that, decent show from WWE. Decent show. At the end, we had John Cena return. It was an amazing moment. I heard everybody talking about how this was the best pay-per-view of the year. Fuck
Cap.
And we're back.
Cap.
Because the best pay-per-view of the year
is an obvious one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of gave you guys the answer just a second ago, but I think this is everybody's answer. AEW's All Out.
Oh, easy.
This was I just said it, bro. This was the best pay-per-view of the past 10 years. This is... I don't want to bet against the Elite, because I think we know that it's kind of ridiculous to do that at this point. They always shut their haters up. This is going to be one of the greatest pay-per-views ever. Not saying they won't top it, because I feel like they can. But this was a special night. This was a night where pro wrestling had a paradigm shift. Remember when John Moxley said that in 2019 and everybody was fucking laughing? All Out, motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. All Out 2021. Motherfucking. Ooh, God, that was such a good show, bruh.
Hey,
That was, bro.
hell yeah, bro.
Incredible. We had incredible seats. We got to see Paul White. I got to see him for the fucking third time, I think. I went to see him when I was a kid. And I got to see my hero perform. Paul White versus QT Marshall. It was a dream. It was a dream come true.
Bro.
I was on the edge of my seat for that match.
Oh yeah, people were so on the edge of their seats they got up and walked away.
Yeah. Incredible. No, man, but literally everything but that was a special night. It was one of the best nights in professional wrestling history, man. So, with that being said, bro, All Out is I have a good feeling it's yours, too. I don't know. But,
No.
yeah, All Out for sure, man, for sure. Holds a special place in my heart.
Truly, man. But mine's got to go to the Royal Rumble, man. I mean, I just...
Yeah, that should have been mine. My
I
heart
can't
melted.
Dude, you just listed all the matches on the Royal Rumble. I can barely remember them already, man. But it's All Out, bro.
That makes two of us.
What else? What else, bro? I mean, not only did we see it live, which is just cherry on top of the cake for us, but we got to see 3 debuts. One of them being Bryan Danielson, the other being Adam Cole.
Another one we forget that weekend, Anna Jay. We got to see Anna Jay's return too.
She did return that weekend. Got her on that list too. And him too.
From his suspension. His bullshit suspension. Bullshit suspension of the year goes to Platinum Max Caster. There you go.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But other than that, man, pay-per-view was amazing. Tag team match was unfucking believable. Best match I've ever seen live. Great world title match.
We
Great
were hugging and
women's
shit
match.
like we just won the fucking titles and shit.
Exactly, bro. Exactly,
crazy.
man. I mean, Daniel Bryan's debut was unbelievable. Adam Cole's was. I mean, it was just unbelievable, bro. That is how you do a pay-per-view of the year. That's how you do your biggest pay-per-view of the year. Top tier, bro. 10 out of fucking 10 pay-per-view of the year. No doubt about it.
For sure, man. For sure. Here we go. Next topic. And we're gone. Breakout Star of the Year. First up, Daniel Garcia. Somebody who Tony Khan revealed a couple years ago was involved in a car crash and broke both of his legs. And now look at this man. He is incredible. He is like 22 years old, 23 years old, I think. This dude is just amazing. This dude is amazing, dude. I can't stress how amazing Daniel Garcia is. Huge piece to AEW's future, man, and he will do great things. Tony Khan investing in the absolute right people, man. A guy like Daniel Garcia, somebody who's just a technical fucking genius like himself, is amazing, man. Next up, the Acclaim, Max Caster, Platinum Max, and Anthony Bowens, man. Dude, these guys from last year barely being on Dynamite, I think this year everybody grew to love the Acclaimed, and they are absolutely a fan favorite. I knew this act was going to be huge in front of live crowds, and it is. People love Platinum Max, man. Next up, and Anthony Bowens as well. You cannot take away what they do in the ring for sure. I don't want to give all the love to Max because Bowens is incredible as well. Next up, my boy Hook. Bro, I cannot get over how great that theme song is. I just can't. I just can't, man. I don't know. I don't know. Man, you know, God, do I love me some Action Bronson? I really do. I genuinely do. It's a genuine thing. But Hook, dude, this man, they waited for his debut, rightfully so. This man came out swinging. He is incredible, man. He is incredible. Very technically sound already. The entrance, the theme song, somebody who finally has a cool entrance. It's all black, and then when the beat comes in, you see Hook. It's incredible. He walks out there. He's got the swagger. He's got all the technical ability, bro. He is absolutely incredible. Huge piece of AEW's future, bar none. You're going to hear that a lot. Next up, Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy has one of the coolest gimmicks. I love how he wants better for the world, but he's psychotic. I love it. I absolutely love it. This guy's incredible in the ring. This guy is incredible on the mic. He knows his fucking character, man. He really knows his character. And Joe Gacy, man, is absolutely incredible, man. He's a huge part of NXT's future, and I really do wish the best for somebody like him in WWE for sure, man. Because Joe Gacy is fucking incredible, man. Next up, my other boy, Lee Moriarty. Lee Moriarty, man. This dude, my God. I was talking about how Hook is very technically sound. Lee Moriarty is incredible. Incredible,
unbelievable.
man. This guy, like I said, you're going to hear this a lot during this topic, is another huge piece of AEW's future, man. And he... God, he's incredible. He is incredible,
Truly.
man. Lee Moriarty is going to have a huge year in AEW along with the rest of these guys, man. Next up, Jungle Boy, Jungle B. Bro.
Jungle Man.
This guy went from last year having failed run of the year.
Damn.
A very underwhelming year for Jurassic Express to having... great match after great match after great match. The match with Omega. The match, I believe he had a couple matches with Omega. He had some matches with, I can't remember. A bunch of big names over the summer. Bunch of big names. I remember them being really good. Christian Cage, I believe. He had a great showing in the Double or Nothing Battle Royal that got him the match with Omega. Great match with the Bucks, or the Super Click at Full Gear. He was not on All Out, but that is okay, because anytime this man has got the chance to showcase Adam Cole, great matches with Adam Cole. How can I forget those? Incredible matches from Jungle Boy, and from having failed run of the year last year, he really stepped it up and showed everybody that, again, he is a huge part of AEW's future. Absolutely. So much so, he has been christened one of the 4 pillars, man. So, next up,
Truly.
Dante Martin. His brother got hurt. And if he was in WWE, he would have sat on the shelf until Darius came back. Tony Khan
He'd
says
still be
no.
gone.
Tony Khan, oh yeah, absolutely. Tony Khan
100%.
Tony Khan even said he has big plans for Jungle Boy, or for Dante Martin, sorry, and it is going to even get better when Darius does come back, man. It's going to be great shit, man. I'm very excited for the year, for the next year of Dante Martin, but this year he has shocked everybody, to say the very least. And last but certainly not least, we have somebody who I was very harsh on when he first came in to the WWE. Tony D'Angelo. I was very harsh on this man. Once he dropped all his stupid Mafia references, this man is very good. He's very good. He knows how to play the character. He can wrestle. He can wrestle very well. He's fantastic, man. He's fantastic, if I do say so myself. Great showing in War Games, man. He looked incredibly badass, bro. Great year for Tony D'Angelo, and I think he's going to have an even better year. And I truly do wish him the best in WWE, because he's great, man. And the honorable mention for this one goes to Sammy Guevara. He had a great year in terms of rebounding from the Matt Hardy situation, but he really did not have a good year, guys. He really did not have a good year.
And that's not because of him.
No.
Because of what he was stuck doing.
He was
all
stuck
year.
he was stuck with the Inner Circle. He was stuck with the Inner Circle in the beginning half. Finally gets the TNT Championship. And Jericho says, we're going to take you back for the Inner Circle, so you don't get your TNT Championship match at Full Gear, man. So that is the one honorable mention for the show, or for the Breakout Superstar of the Year. And my Breakout Superstar of the Year goes to Jungle Boy, man. Jungle Boy, like I said, from having failed Run of the Year last year and having classic after classic after classic with huge names, proving that he can hang with the best of them after having a very let down of a year last year was incredible, man. Very, very good. Very good.
Truly, man. Truly, man.
Bro?
Weirdly enough, all of ours so far have been the same, because mine is also Jungle Boy. Weird how this all lined up, man. But Jungle Boy's been amazing, bro. I mean, even you could add, Luchasaurus when he was in tag team competition, man. But Jungle Boy, even just by himself, has been unbelievable, man. Big match after big match, building it up. I genuinely thought he was going to be TNT champ this year. I was surprised Guevara got the shot and won. I thought it was going to be Jungle Boy. I was going to be the next one to win the title, man. But hell yeah, man. But overall, great year. And such a great year in contrast to his last year. Because last year, he was on failed run, and now he's on breakout star. It's what you want to see. And when someone has a bad year, you want the next year to be great. And his year was great, and I think next year is going to be his real, true breakout year, man.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go. Next up. Now we're getting into the fun ones. Oh, isn't this great? Failed run of the year. Lord. Okay.
Man, oh man.
Where is my failed run of the year? I don't think I sent it to myself. All right. Well, nonetheless, failed run of the year, and your nominees are The Pinnacle. They all did good. MJF did good things on his own this year, but we're talking about the group. If you want to add a little more fuel to the fire, you could say FTR had a horrible year. But yeah. So there it is. Failed run of the year. Okay. Yeah, man. So horrible year from the Pinnacle. John Morrison. The Miz gets hurt. John Morrison is on his own. We think they're going to give him back his kind of like parkour cool guy gimmick that he used to have, whatever, real cool. No, he was meditating, and it was horrible. He was meditating with Omos. He gets buried to Omo. It was a horrible year. Horrible year for John Morrison, and then he ends up getting released at the end of it.
Sad
next
year,
up,
man.
Bro, oh good lord. Rhea Ripley. One of the worst Raw Women's Champions I've ever seen. Yeah, one of the worst Raw Women's Champions I have ever seen. She got buried in Charlotte again, and now she's on a tag team with Nikki ASH as Super Brutality.
She's literally just there at this point.
Yes.
She's just going to work.
Yep, that's exactly what she's doing. Next up.
She's me. Just shows up, clocks
Becky
in, and
Lynch.
clocks out.
For real, bro. For real. Next up, Becky Lynch. Remember when we were chanting, "We want Becky"? Remember when Becky Lynch was supposed to come back and save the women's division? She did everything but that.
She did the opposite.
She's horrible. She is fucking horrible. And
atrocious.
What a horrible year. She comes back, buries everybody under the sun, just does nothing but cheat to win, and completely ruins all of her reputation, and the Becky Lynch memory will forever be remembered. Maybe not forever. She's got time to rebound, but as of right now, forever lives in 2018, man. But yeah. Next up, Orange Cassidy. Completely boring. He had the great match of Double or Nothing's World Championship match with Omega and Pac. Boring as shit. Is Orange Cassidy.
He's just a guy stuck with the best friends.
Bro.
I
Literally,
hate that
dude.
fucking group.
That group sucks. That group
It's
sucks.
so bad.
Yes, Orange Cassidy is in the list. Next up, Dark Order. This group is a fucking joke. These guys suck. They are just there. They have no point in being there. There's no purpose. They don't want to win championships to avenge Brody Lee's name or fucking nothing. They're just a bunch of jokes. They're a bunch of jokes, man. They are.
Bunch of lame jokes. Bunch of overused, long, lame jokes, man.
Horrible. Horrible. Next up, as you can see, the big helmet, Karrion Kross.
Perfect image.
I love that I put that
It's so
image
funny.
there. Karrion Kross. Just to give everybody an idea of what I'm thinking of, it is that helmet.
Yep. That image.
This man was rushed up to Monday Night Raw. Well, he returned in the beginning of the year, got his title back, went over to Monday Night Raw, mid NXT Championship run, which I fucking hate when they do that.
No, I hate that shit. They love doing it now.
Yeah, yep. They did it with the Viking Express or whatever the fuck they're called nowadays. And
Experience.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. And they called Kross up the same way, mid Samoa Joe feud, and he's on Monday Night Raw, no Scarlett. They end up taking Scarlett away in NXT because of that, and he gets fucking buried first night on the fucking job to Jeff Hardy. A 40-year-old Jeff Hardy beats the newly called up so-called prodigy. Well, not prodigy, he's not that young, but up-and-comer, huge, WWE's next huge star, is fucking buried on Monday Night Raw, first night on the job, and Vince takes him off TV because he says that the demolition gimmick is not working. No shit, I could have fucking told you that, but what do I know, right? I'm just a fan. And Karrion Kross had a dog shit year, gets taken off TV after a couple weeks of Hitman vignettes, fucking hinting at murdering people, and he's released. And now he's a killer again. So, yeah.
So
that was Karrion Kross's dog shit wasted year in WWE. And last, but certainly not least,
you have
HFO.
You have the Job Squad all together.
Every single person on the AEW roster is in this fucking faction. You have Jack Evans, Angelico, Butcher, Blade, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Bunny, Penelope Ford, some bald dude that looks like Ricochet, and Matt Hardy.
God fucking damn.
And XYZ also are in the group. And ABC. Everybody's in this fucking group, and they suck.
They all suck.
They suck, man.
It's just bad. And the whole group just drags each other down.
It is horrible. It is horrible, man. And with that, those are your nominees for failed run of the year. And those are great failed runs of the year. All of them sucked. All of them. Some of them I didn't even expect to be good. But my winner is a group that I thought was going to have the world in their hands.
They should have.
My failed run of the year goes to Wardlow, Shawn Spears, FTR, and MJF of the Pinnacle. This group, when they debuted, I was on Unscripted saying, ever since that segment happened, the moment that group was formed, this is the biggest and best story going in wrestling right now. And what do we get all year? We got the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle, overshadowed by MJF and Chris Jericho, made look like fucking idiots and side hoes in the story. Horrible.
They were the whole fucking story. It's just those two.
Horrible.
Didn't even need either groups.
Absolutely atrocious. Atrocious, man. This group
Truly.
was supposed to be so great, and they sucked. They're starting to pick it up now, but look,
Yeah.
we're in the last week of 2021. You had a failed
Ain't no
year. You
rebound
can't.
this
There's
year.
nothing you can do to fix it this
Exactly.
year. Horrible, man.
Terrible. Literally.
Yeah, man, that's mine. Who do you got?
My failed run of the year is none other than Becky Lynch, bro. How do you fall so far from grace? It's, dude, Becky Lynch went from being in 2018 one of the best things in the business as a whole to someone I genuinely do not care about and at this point could barely stand. Man, she returned, and right at that moment, I didn't like it because we all knew why she returned at SummerSlam, because CM Punk returned to AEW. Well, returned in AEW. That's the reason she was back at SummerSlam. I forgot the plans. Weren't they saving her for something? I think Survivor Series or something, right?
She was gonna do Mania, but they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Probably because they
And
had
then
an
they
idea that Punk was coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. I mean, we don't know that,
Man,
but yeah, they were also gonna save her for Survivor Series. Yes.
that's what it was, man. That's what it was. And man, instantly, Barry's Bianca Belair. Instantly. You could, I caught it in that match. Switched up her moveset. Uses a rock bottom for some reason. And now
Horrible.
she's just evolved into this character that's not her. Complete opposite of what she's supposed to be, and not even in the CM Punk good way. It just makes no sense to why she's this character. It makes no sense to why she acts like that, but she's Charlotte 2.0 from what we hear, man, and people are eating right into it, man.
Yeah. They're
She's
calling her a
nothing
hero
but
and shit.
a hero and shit. She's nothing but a nostalgia act. If you're already a nostalgia act, is
That's
it
not
3 years technically?
Yep.
3 years from your peak? That's bad. That is not good, man. That is really not good, man. She's trying so hard to be someone she's not. She's really trying to be The Rock. I
Yep.
swear to God, she uses a moveset. She tries to talk like him,
Yep.
tries to act like him. Terrible, man. Terrible. It's just how? How does this happen, bro? How? It's like I'm so sorry, my voice is fucking me up right now, man. But it's like if in 2.5 years, Hangman Page is the worst thing on AEW television. Will it happen? Probably not. Should it happen? Definitely not. But that's the exact thing that happened to Becky. Hate to see
Yes,
it,
sir.
man. Definitely. Her return was supposed to be one of the best things about this year,
She was
and it was
supposed
one
to
of the
save
worst.
it.
She was supposed to save it, and she killed it. She
We
was,
want Becky. Save the fucking women's division, said the Notorious Heels. And she
and
comes
she
back
cut its
and
head off.
ruins it.
Yep, that's why Becky Lynch is my winner for that shit.
Absolutely. That's a great choice. That's a great choice. Here we go. Letdown of the year. Oh, man. This is going to ruffle a lot of feathers. Okay. The Burnt Fiend comes in at number 1. Good Lord. I remember when he set the Fiend on fire, and me and Sir K said, oh shit, there's going to be a Burnt Fiend next year. There's going to be a Burnt Fiend, bro. It's going to be sick. That's going to be dope. He can have a melted mask, like how Michael Myers' masks is kind of burnt a little, right?
Mm.
Fastlane
Nope.
2021 comes up. Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss, where she is
Okay.
riding his dick in the match. And
Wish I was her.
what?
I had to. I had to say something.
And what the fuck? And WWE has Bray Wyatt when you're a little kid and you want to be funny and look fat, so you stuff a pillow in the front of your shirt and the back of your shirt, and you want to look like a fat fuck.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
that's what Bray Wyatt came out in. He came out in a fucking bulletproof vest, like he just came through fucking O Block. He's got burnt crisp welder's gloves on. And remember how we said, wouldn't it be cool if his mask was burnt like Michael Myers? No. Somebody actually, during a rainstorm, went out back to their garden, grabbed a glob of fucking manure, and whipped it at his face. It looks like cow shit is dripping down his fucking face. He's moving around like the fucking Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters.
He barely move.
This dude looks like dude's moving around like fucking War Machine and Iron Man. You know when he first puts his suit on and he's walking all stiff?
Wobbling. That's how he's fucking walking. He can't walk. You can't move. The fuck?
He can't fucking move.
Man.
Not to mention the mask looked like shit in the lighting. But yeah,
Literally.
TLC 2020, Fiend gets burnt. Oh shit. The burnt Fiend's gonna come back. And that's what we get. Somebody throws manure on his fucking face, and it's sliding down. They put him in this weird... They didn't even put him in red lighting. They put him in purple lighting and made it look even worse. And the mask looked pretty cool in regular lighting. And what did WWE go and do? Put him in this shit. Wyatt hated it. I was like, what the fuck is this? And he just walks through the tunnel at WrestleMania, and he's cured.
And he's fine. And he's fucking fine, man.
Oh my
Shit,
God.
Definition of a fail, bro. Definition of a letdown, man. We were so hyped, and we got poo, man. That is what we fucking got. We got shithead. That is the fuck we got. We got literal shithead, man. It literally looks like someone melted a figure's face, and that's what we got.
God, this is fun as fuck, bro.
So disrespectful. Oh, God.
Look. Next up. This is something me and Sir K almost did. Well, when we first started doing face cam, we almost couldn't get our OBS to work. Just like we did earlier today. Well, that was Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But
still.
Christian Cage came out, and this was where the moniker of you Tony Khan'd the announcement. Me and Sir K almost Tony Khan'd the fucking announcement of the face cam. We were almost going to have to stream off the PlayStation like we did before.
Bro, we would have been so sad. And that would have been the saddest episode of our shit ever.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry.
Me and Sir K ran off 2 hours of sleep. Anybody that watches this podcast, just know we truly love this. We truly love you guys.
Exactly. I've been up for over 7 hours. I mean, 12 hours. And I'm hyped as shit right now.
Bro, the past 2 days, I've probably got 8 hours of sleep working on the graphics that you're looking at now.
Literally,
and
bro.
I feel great. So, just so you guys know, I think we ran that night 2 hours of sleep. And we made it happen. So,
yeah, we were able to do it.
We did not Tony Khan the announcement, but what I was getting at is this is the first instance where Tony Khan the announcement. Big, huge Hall of Famer. People are thinking Cena, Lesnar, Punk. No, it was Christian Cage. Yes, all of those things are true, but you did not have to give us a weak build for Christian Cage to walk out there, stare down the hard cam, and reveal a shirt that says "Outwork everyone."
The shirt was the worst part of it all, bruh. That was the cherry on top.
That was the cherry on top of the cake.
Was that fucking shirt outworking on? Dude, that's what it was.
Bruh. Okay,
You little
next
shit,
up.
bro.
One of my least favorite parts of the year. The labors. The labors. Boring. Labors of Jericho. Good Lord. We started off with an okay match with Spears. I'm like, alright, whatever. Next up is Nick Gage. I'm hype.
Oh,
I'm
hype as
fucking
fuck.
hype, bruh.
Right
I'm
up hype
so damn hype. And
of
the
the
next
dark side
week,
of the ring.
we get Juventud Guerrera. That is the picture I decided to use. We got Juventud. MJF didn't want to face Chris Jericho so bad he threw Nick Gage. Jericho beats Nick Gage. Well, who do I got next that can really make me not face this man? Juventud fucking Guerrera? Are you kidding? Juventud?
Juventud.
Bro, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is what you don't want to face Jericho so bad. This is what you throw at him? Juventud? Give me a break. And then the last one was fucking Wardlow. I mean, when Jericho described it, it made sense, but like...
But like, bro,
bruh,
come on.
dude, Wardlow to start or something.
Exactly.
Have the
That's
last
perfect
one
start.
be Nick Gage. Do Wardlow. Do Spears. Do fucking...
Someone cool.
yeah, someone cool, man. I mean, do...
There's some cool people you could grab, man.
yeah, so fucking
Or
somebody. Hero
fucking-
would have... oh my god, that would have been a great one.
That would have been awesome, man.
Somebody, man. Fucking
Somebody, bro. Literally. Even someone from your own roster, I would have taken over Juventud Guerrero. Terrible. Disrespectful. Disgusting.
Remember how I said we were going to ruffle a lot of feathers? Next
Here it
up,
goes.
Roman Reigns feuds. Guys, 2020
They suck.
Roman Reigns is greater than 2021 Roman Reigns. 2020 Roman Reigns had some truly relatable, great stories. Jey Uso, he had the one with, there was a little mini feud of him finally beating the monster, Braun Strowman. Well, not finally, but, you know, little mini feud there.
Yeah.
You had the teasing of Alexa Bliss, you know, the Fiend kind of thing going on.
Where it was released.
He had a great year. He started his great feud with Kevin Owens that year.
Mm-hmm.
Great. 2020 started off good. He had the feud with Kevin Owens. He had the feud that should have main evented Mania. Roman versus Bryan. Great match there. Great feud at Fastlane. You insert Edge. It wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad at all. Great shit, right? Well, Edge comes back and they have a solo feud that fucking sucked. The match was okay, but the feud fucking sucked. It was kind of just like, yeah, I'm back to face you because Bryan's gone now, so we got to erase that from history. Edge gets done. Got another guy out of the retirement home. You got John Cena comes back. The feud, they had a few good lines in their promo segment. It was kind of just Roman talking about Nikki Bella. Roman being cool. He was pretty cool in there. But the Cena with the 1, 2, 3, not as good as their 2017 stuff. You got to be honest with your fucking self, people, man. You got to be honest. It was disappointing. Cena.
And the way it was rushed off.
Cena.
Not a fan of that.
You have this whole feud. You have him come out with new shirts, new Titantrons, 17-time world champion. This is going to be great. This is going to be awesome, right? Well, he beat Cena, and out comes another guy out of the retirement home, Brock Lesnar. Another old-timer to face Roman Reigns because no new stars are built. No new stars are built. That is the point I'm trying to make here. Roman Reigns has nobody actively in the company.
That is interesting to face.
Maybe outside of Seth, because the story they have, that's it. That's it.
That's literally it.
The way they've been
That
booking
is.
Drew, is anybody clamoring to see that? It's going to be a great match. I'm not saying
I
that.
couldn't even tell you what Drew's been doing. I couldn't
Uh,
even give a hint.
Corbin
Oh,
or Madcap Moss and Corbin, whatever the fuck his
no,
name is.
that,
That's what he's
God,
been
that
doing.
sounds terrible.
And his partner in that feud was Jeff Hardy. Wonder what happened to that guy. Anyway, so Cena gets done, and Brock Lesnar comes back. And he's in the middle of a feud with Brock Lesnar and gets put in a feud with Finn Balor. And then he gets put in a feud with the New Day. New Day versus Bloodline. And then Bobby Lashley attacks him. So now there's some beef there. And then he's still in the feud with Finn. And then he still has Lesnar knocking on his door. He buries Finn. And the Lesnar feud has been okay so far. But Lesnar just doesn't show up that much. It can only be so good when you only get segments between those two once every
like
fucking
4
2
times.
months.
Exactly. You get like a max 4 segments in an entire half a year long feud.
Yes, and very disappointing, guys. Be honest with yourselves and know that the Roman's feuds have not been that good this year, especially in the later half of the year. Beginning half of the year was okay with Bryan. Bryan, Edge, that was good too, but when it was Edge by himself, it wasn't it. It was not it. It did not level up, bruh. It did not level up to the Jey Uso feud, the Kevin Owens feud, the Bryan feud. The point I really want to stress here, no new stars are built. There's nobody in this company for Roman Reigns to face that is an active performer. There's nobody. There's fucking nobody. And that's the point I'm trying to make here. Next up, we said this in the beginning of the year for the Revolution review, that this was going to be on here. The deathmatch dud. The get out of there. Go. Run.
And
oh my god.
Unbelievable. Unforgettable in all the worst ways.
Oh my god. He's incapacitated. From fucking what? From what? Goldberg's pyro? What is he incapacitated for? Oh, he saved his friend. Again, from what? From fucking what? Sprinklers? Good lord, man. This was awesome. This was fucking... God, I was about to say awesome. This was awful.
Well, the match was awesome.
The match was awesome. The commentary was awesome. I laughed my fucking ass off when Excalibur was screaming his life off. Like somebody
It's
just
like
threw
a fucking terrorist attack.
Seriously, bro. Like fucking William Dafoe just threw a fucking pumpkin grenade at him. I mean, good lord, man. Good lord. Oh my god. The grenade. Run.
Classic, bro.
Oh my god, is Kingston alright? Yeah, he better fucking be, or else he's what is he, 4? Good lord. It was horrible. It was horrible, man. One of the worst moments, one of the letdown moments of the year for sure, man. But one thing that, and then their playoff was another letdown. Kenny Omega rigged the bomb. Okay, then why do you leave John Moxley there? Why didn't he stand in the middle of the ring like a cocky asshole as sprinklers went off?
If they would have told us that the Pyro team they hired fucked up, the backlash would not be nearly as bad as it was. We were like, oh god, fuck them guys. Never, fucking nobody ever hire them again.
Yep.
That easy.
Yep. Absolutely. Next one. Christian instead of Hangman? Question mark? Yes. Very let down. Very, very let down moment of the year. This shit, man. Good lord. Good lord. This was not good. Christian was very heartbreaking that we were getting Christian and Omega, but I mean it was for a good reason, I guess. Hangman wanted to go away, and it worked out in the end. But at the time, this was terrible. A very, very sad letdown.
And upsetting. Yeah. Very.
Next up, the Undisputed Era Breakup. This sucked. This shit sucked,
so
man. This was
lame.
so underwhelming. It was so lame. Half the group wasn't even there to witness it. Roddy just kind of left and was like, all right, whatever. And Bobby Fish was gone. He came back, and he was just like, oh, all right, we're not cool anymore. Okay.
Damn. I'll see you guys on Dynamite.
Yep. Inner Circle versus Pinnacle. Like I said, this was supposed. I said at the time, this is the greatest feud in wrestling. Now with these
And
two
it,
groups, this is going to be a
it was
clash
just,
of titans with these two factions. Inner Circle was cool again when they were back in black, and then it
mhm,
was all downhill from there. It fucking
yep,
sucked, man.
terrible.
Yes, it was atrocious.
It
And
was
we're back. Okay. My letdown of the year, although there's a lot of good ones in here with I
mhm.
wish I would have put shit face for the thing. I wish I would have put shit face. I really wish I
Fucking
would have.
shit face.
But my letdown of the year goes to Inner Circle versus Pinnacle.
Mhm.
Bro, this was supposed to be the hottest feud in wrestling. And like I just said, as I gave them my failed run of the year, this shit was
Non-existent.
overshadowed, stepped on by MJF versus Jericho. The whole top half of Blood and Guts, where they were on top of the cage. Nobody gave a fuck about the other 8 dudes that were in the ring fighting still. It was fucking awful, man. It was
It was a
awful.
mess. Literally,
It
bro.
was. It was. They kept the Inner Circle together for no reason, even though at the time we were okay with it because, hey, they must have something, right? They must have something for the group if they want to keep them together so bad, right? No. There was no
And now
point in
it feels
keeping the
like,
group together. Uh-huh.
literally, now it feels like they're slowly breaking up just naturally when you could have just had an actual breakup.
Yeah, and you didn't have to have
Come on,
anybody
man.
turn. They could have peacefully
No,
broke up and got back together in 2 years, 3
in the
years,
future.
when it
Exactly,
was
bro.
needed. Yep,
Exactly.
yep,
But,
absolutely.
my, are you done for,
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And my failure of the year is also the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle, man. I mean, it didn't happen. It happened once. Well, twice, technically, but, oh, it was all MJF and Jericho, man. We didn't get great. We might have. I don't remember it. Did we get single shit between LAX and FTR? I think we
Yes,
got like
in the
one
summer.
match.
Yeah, we were there
Holy
for it.
shit! I don't. Oh my god, we were. Holy shit, man! Oh man, that was the best part of it. Wanna know why? Because they didn't talk about the rest of the group on both sides. It was just those two groups going together. That's what made that shit great.
Yep.
But in terms of the overall feud, not existing. What did Sammy Guevara do? What
Nothing.
did Sean Spears do? What did
Nothing.
Wardlow do?
Nothing.
What did fucking what's his fucking Hager do?
Want
What
to
did he
fight
fucking
John
do?
Jones? Are they? Oh, they're awful MMA fight.
Oh, dude,
The worst match
we
of
had
the
a
year
worse match.
goes to the
Exactly, I would
MMA
say
fight. Good
when he
lord,
did that kick off the side of the fucking
bro.
MMA thing.
Oh, the Hurricane
I
Rana. Oh
yep.
my god, bro.
When he did the fucking move, when he did that Hurricane Rana, I was done. I was okay.
That's when I checked out too. I was like, all right, motherfucker. These fake ass fucking punches and shit.
And the thing is, that style of MMA meets wrestling has been done before. I don't know the name of the company, but Mox would always go there, and I always see him tweet and post about it. There would be like this ring where it had no ropes, just a post, and it was just two guys just beating the fuck out of each other. That would have been cool. And then they gave us that shit. Terrible, man. And it was
Horrible.
just MJF and Jericho and all their material just died down. It was all lame shit after
I'll
lame
tell
shit.
you. I'll tell you what should have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Blood and Guts
Mm-hmm.
should have been done at Double or Nothing.
Yep.
Should have been done at Double or Nothing. You
Mm-hmm.
do a different ending where the Pinnacle beats the Inner Circle, just clean, beats them. Somehow they get them to tap out or say I quit or whatever. It should have been Jericho that said I quit.
Should have been Jericho.
They're gone all summer until a month and a half before All Out. They come back. They
Back in
say,
black.
yes, they say, You made me say quit. You made me say I quit. You can never do that again. And if you do, the Inner Circle's done. So we're going to do this at All Out. A 5-on-5 elimination style match. And the Pinnacle should have fucking won.
Should have beat the shit out of the man. Should have beat the shit out of Jericho, specifically.
Clean sweep.
Yep.
Yep,
Man.
that's exactly what should have happened. And it was a dud.
It was a definition of a dud, bro. That is why. And not only mine, but yours also. Come on, bro. How do you fail at that? How do you fail at the Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle? Wanna know why? You don't do it, which is basically what they did. So that's my winner, man. That's my winner.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Here we go. Match of the year. I have a lot of honorable mentions here. First off, we just talked about this. Blood and Guts, minus the ending. You cannot take away from how great the match was. Next up, Roman versus Bryan versus Edge from WrestleMania 36. Great main event. Next up, Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa from NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. And last up, the War Games match from NXT War Games. Team Black and Gold versus Team 2.0. Great match there from all 8 guys in the cage there. First honorable mention, Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. The reason this was so great is because Daniel Bryan, like a great babyface, got some babyface ammo here. He said, "I'm gonna tap you out, Roman Reigns." Roman says no. While the match happened, Bryan made him tap, but the ref was out, and he didn't see it. And Roman Reigns retained the championship. This was one of the best matches all year, bar none, bro. This was incredible. Incredible fucking match. Jon Moxley trying to get his AEW championship back versus Kenny Omega in an exploding barbed wire death match. This match, minus the ending as well, just like Blood and Guts, was incredible. Amazing. Incredible match. Brutal. Very brutal match. Great spots. Very eerie to watch, but it was incredible. It was incredible, man. Just like their first match from Full Gear 2019. Incredible, man. These two killing each other was great.
Love it. Remember when I said that the creator of the match ended up following me and liking one of my posts?
The creator?
I didn't even realize till afterwards, till after we watched the Dark Side of the Ring, it was Onita. He followed me and he liked that post I made about that. Yeah, I didn't realize it till we watched the Dark Side of the Ring. It's Onita. He follows me. And he liked my tweet. I didn't even realize that, bro. I started marking when I found that out. When I realized,
send that post to me when you get a chance.
I got you, bro. I'll have to find it. I got you.
Bro. Got you. I want to see that. Next up, Walter versus Ilya Dragunov 2 from NXT Takeover 36. NXT TakeOver 36. Remember what I told you guys about Walter? Anytime he's on a takeover, you just watch. Obviously, he got an honorable mention spot here with Tommaso Ciampa. Not only that, but he has an actual match of the year candidate with Dragunov here, and it is a great match. If you guys have not watched this match, please, dear God, go and watch that match, bro. These guys tore the fucking house down. Walter knows how to work that slow big man style and just make you love every second of it, bro. It is incredible. His dissection of the human body is incredible, bro. This dude knows how to fucking rip his opponent apart, man. This was incredible. Huge takeaway for me is the ending.
Yeah, obviously. We all know why.
But nonetheless, yeah, Walter and Dragunov had a fucking barn burner on this night. Walter is goated. He is incredible. He is absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely. Just incredible performer, bro. Next up, the Bucks versus the Lucha Bros from All Out. We were there. It was incredible. We already talked about this twice, so not really much to say here. These two absolutely killed it in the steel cage. The shoe with the thumbtacks. There was blood everywhere. It was a brutal match, and the culmination of the Lucha Bros finally getting the belts is it was amazing to see. I'm a Lucha Bros fan, but I'm not a huge Lucha Bros fan like the dudes that were sitting next to us. But I even fucking popped because they brought you on that ride, bro. Incredible.
They really did.
Next up, Hangman Page versus Bryan Danielson from Winter is Coming, literally 2 weeks ago.
That's how good this match was.
This was a 60-minute time limit match, and it was incredible. I knew Danielson wasn't going to win, but still, my heart was in my stomach thinking about Hangman losing the belt. This was incredible. Another one where they brought you on the emotional ride, and it went to a time limit, bro. Incredible match here. Next, we have the Young Bucks versus Mox and Eddie from Double or Nothing, bro. This was an incredible fucking match. The crowd was super hot for this. Yeah, the crowd was on fire for this match. I can remember, man. So, the Young Bucks had an incredible match with these guys, man. But in the end, they prevailed and kept the belts. And yeah, bro. But taking nothing away from Moxley and Eddie Kingston, they put on an incredible show. All four men here. And next up, Kenny Omega, the AEW World Champion, versus Bryan Danielson from Dynamite Grand Slam.
Right.
This went a 30-minute time limit with no winner being decided, man. And I think there's going to be a lot of storyline arc here with Kenny and Hangman. Although they don't like each other, they both could not beat the Dragon. And in that way, maybe that will make Kenny see himself on the same level as Hangman again.
Exactly.
Or he will see Hangman on the same level as him again. So, incredible match. I mean, you guys seen it, bro. I love in AEW how we actually have Dynamite matches on this show. I love that. With WWE, we have one match from the main roster. NXT, obviously, from a pay-per-view as well. But we, deadass, have two random Dynamite matches on here.
That's how good they are.
Great thing to see, bro. Yes. And the last one, Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy. This was so good. I thought Orange Cassidy was going to win the championship at one point. That's how fucking good this was. I genuinely thought he was. And then when Kenny won, this should have main evented Double or Nothing. No fucking question. This was incredible. This was the best triple threat match all year. This is one of the best triple threat matches I've ever seen. It was beautiful fucking classic.
That's how you do one of those matches. Not two of them are fighting while one of them's knocked out and then one of them trades places. They were all fighting each other, just all together. Love it.
Yes, man. With that, my match of the year goes to none other than the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros from All Out.
Hey.
I tell you, bro, these fucking Young Bucks, man, these guys are incredible. Greatest tag team we've ever seen. This year proves it, and next year could possibly be even fucking better because these guys are just that damn good. These guys are incredible. And this match, being there live, we had that a part of the experience. And like I said, I'm not even a huge Lucha Bros fan like I am the Young Bucks. But I popped like a motherfucker for this one.
Truly, man.
Beautiful fucking match. Masterpiece that these two teams put together. And the Young Bucks get this award from me, and it is incredibly deserved, bro. Incredibly.
Truly, bro.
Yeah, that was all I got, man. So yeah, congrats to those two teams. Hell of a fucking match.
Hell yeah, bro. It truly was. Almost got my number one, man. But my number one, personally for me, is Walter versus Dragunov, man. Two, technically. Man. Now the ending. Let me address this right now. The ending was dog shit. And you will know I think it's dog shit for one of the upcoming categories. So hold on with that. I will talk about that aspect a little bit. But the match itself, man, can't get better, bro. You can't, bro. Walters, just big guy, old school style, and he makes work so well nowadays. Fuck, with his fucking brutal ass chops and hits.
Bro.
I knew it was gonna fucking happen. His brutal ass chops and hits, man. You love to see it, bro. And then Dragunov, not only is great at selling those moves, but he just fit. It just styles clashes perfectly, fucking perfectly, man. Out of a bunch of categories where there's barbed wire death matches, brutal ass matches, this probably one of the most brutal out of all of these. And it was just your most normal match you could have, just because that's how Walter is, and that's how Dragunov sells Walter. Loved it, man. Loved it, man. I loved. I think
Amazing.
their match was my match of the year last year too. Their first match, I believe. If it didn't win for me, it was definitely second, man. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. I think it might have won for me, man. But man,
I believe
is
so.
this?
I believe we both chose Walter versus Dragunov one.
I believe so too, man. But
And
man,
honestly, that one,
mm-hmm.
it's almost fun to watch a
Yeah,
Walter match in silence because
it
you
really is.
hear everything,
You
bro.
hear
And that was
every hit.
fucking brutal. That
It
was
was
brutal.
violent,
He
and I
fucking
love it.
obliterated that man, bro.
He really did, bro. He really did, bro. So it's gotta be my match of the year, bro. I love it. One of my
Abs-
favorites.
Absolutely,
Brutal
bro.
in every simple way.
Yes, that's a great choice, bro. That's a great choice. Here we go. Moment of the year. Moment of the year. Here we go. RK Bro Formation from the April 26th edition of Monday Night Raw. If anybody doesn't remember this promo, it is the one where Randy Orton says, I don't know what planet you're from. I'm from Earth. Shut up. That is the RK Bro Formation promo where he was kind of growing fond of Riddle, but he just didn't want to admit it. It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. Great moment of the year. Next up, the CM Punk return promo from the August 20th edition of AEW Rampage. Wow. We were
Can't
there.
get.
It was
Mm-hmm.
fucking electric. It was
Oh
electric.
yeah.
That was a wild night, bro. That was a wild
Never
night.
been a crowd more hype.
No, never. Never.
Never.
That can never be done ever again, bro. CM Punk
Mm-mm.
had his return promo, man, and it was
It was unbelievable.
everything I thought it would be for 7 years. It
Exactly.
was incredible. He had the audience on the palm of his hand. Beautiful,
Truly.
fucking beautiful shit here, man. Beautiful. I loved this promo. It was emotional. I cried. I cried. I smiled. I was hype. It was incredible. It was incredible. It was like I said, everything I genuinely thought it would be. Electric night, very special night to me, and I know you as
Mm-hmm.
well. But next up,
Hell yeah, bro.
CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston promo battle from the November 5th edition of Rampage. Holy shit.
Man, oh man.
This was one of the best promos I've ever witnessed in my life. I've ever watched. Just incredible. Just simply incredible, bro. Simply just incredible. It was these guys talking about their indie history and just how far they go back, and Eddie just with his tough guy kind of attitude and stuff, and then you have Punk who's just fucking amazing, and he's CM Punk and he knows he's CM Punk.
Exactly.
He was just incredible. This dude can still fucking dance on the mic with the best of them, bro. Amazing. And next up, Johnny Gargano's farewell NXT entrance. I talked about this. I talked about this with my eyes getting watery on Unscripted a couple weeks ago, because this was the only moment in WWE this year where I felt like every emotion. I felt sad. I felt happy.
Felt sad.
I almost felt mad because NXT wasn't what it is anymore. This was a true moment. This is what a moment is, man. This is literally the exact representation of what I would picture in my mind as just a moment. Something that everything's watching and everybody in unison is just appreciating this for what it is. And it was a great thing. Obviously, Rebel Heart kicks on and everybody just knew it was the end. Johnny Gargano just stood on the stage and just took it all in. And Vic Joseph saying the clock has turned back for Johnny Gargano. Just fucking incredible. Man. Incredible shit. A Cowboys coronation. When Hangman got the nod of approval. I know you see the picture of him with the Dark Order, but he gets the nod of approval from Matt Jackson. And he hits the buckshot with the Bucks in his corner. And it was a beautiful thing. The Dark Order come out to the ring. They go to hand him a beer, and he turns the beer away to celebrate with his friends.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Bro. Amazing. I love that moment for sure. Darby Allen and Sting promo from the January 27th edition of Dynamite. This is one of my favorite promos. For everybody who does not know what this is, I like to call this the Hoodlum Promo. This was the first promo these two had against Team Taz and Ricky Starks, I believe, or it was one of the first promos they had against. It was one of the first video promos they had against them, and where Sting started bashing in the windows with his bat, and Darby Allen was hitting him with his skateboard. This was the first time where I was like, damn, these two are really fucking badass together.
Exactly.
Amazing. I love this promo. Love this fucking promo, man. And next up, we were there for this one, CM Punk and MJF. Promo battle from Dynamite on November 24th, Thanksgiving edition of AEW Dynamite. This was amazing. This was everything everybody thought Punk and MJF would have on the mic. The less famous Miz. You might as well be coming out here preaching hustle, loyalty, and respect. You were always second best to Punk or Triple H. I mean, everything this promo was fucking, this was a masterpiece. And within 3 months of CM Punk coming back, everybody wanted to complain 3 weeks after the debut that this was a bust. I don't understand the logic, but then you give WWE storylines fucking 2 years to play out, and then by the time 2 years is up, the person's released, WWE's forgot about them. They're probably in AEW or somewhere across the indies and doing something completely different, and your storyline never gets paid off. Well,
literally,
CM Punk had three moments of the year within 3 months of him coming back. Come on, man. And the last one is a very special one to me. Throw It Back. Dynamite from the same show, November 24th, Thanksgiving Dynamite. This was Dynamite we were at. Cody Rhodes takes his belt off, and chants of "Throw It Back" come, and the fucking fan throws the belt back, and it was beautiful. Cody, like a salty prick, like 5 minutes later, puts the belt back on. It made it all that much better.
So sad.
Incredible. Exactly. Incredible. I love it. I absolutely love it, bro. I love it. Great moments of the year. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And with that, my moment of the year goes to none other, although there's a lot of great ones in there, goes to the CM Punk return promo from the August 20th edition of AEW Rampage inside Chicago's United Center. We were there, like I said. This is very special to me and Sir K. We laughed, we cried, we were fucking ecstatic, we were hype. It was incredible. It was incredible. A night I will truly never forget. And I'm glad we got to share that one together, bro. So
Hell
that's
yeah,
definitely my moment of the year, bar none. The other ones are great, but this is a no-brainer. That was an awesome night. That was an incredible night.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Man, oh man. And my moment of the year is the same, bro. Come on. That could be moment of the decade. It really could be, man.
It could have. Yeah, it could absolutely
Just
be.
the anticipation we all felt before the music hit, and then eruption, and then for literally first half of
Oh,
Rampage.
damn.
Hmm.
We should have did that last year. We should have, or 20, oh no, we weren't on in 2019. I was going to say we could have did the decade awards. That would have been
Hey,
cool.
I've been
Anyway.
dope. But anyway, but man, and for it, that entrance alone was like 7 minutes, bruh. Literally, just just Mark, just being a Mark, bro. Just cheering, crying. I love looking back at it when the shot first panned to where he's looking at the camera. You can see us. Love it, bro. Love the whole moment and the promo itself. There's no other perfect type of promo, dude.
Oh,
Every
man.
little move he made, massive pop.
Took
Every
his
word
shirt
he
off
said
for
got cheered,
the hoodie.
and it was just amazing. He did everything right and
He
everything
sat
he should
down.
say in that promo. Mm-hmm.
People fucking
Crisscross.
marked. I
Oh
marked.
yeah,
He
man.
called out Darby Allen. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. And the shot of Darby in the rafters was
Oh.
also a great bonus to that. Looking
Oh
down,
my God. I'll never
literally.
forget when he was.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget hearing "I'm back." That was fucking awesome.
That
Or
really was, bro.
when he called out Darby, and then the way he said "All Out," and he called. Oh my
Oh,
God, it was fucking awesome,
man,
bro. Awesome night.
literally, bro.
Very special night. All right, here we go. Next up, most shocking release of the year. Here we
Man, oh
go.
man.
Here we go, man. All right, most shocking release of the year. Number 1, Braun Strowman. Not really too much to explain here. I mean, I guess just why it's shocking. Well, he was seemingly a WWE lifer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Proud of
I don't know. I don't know
it.
why. Well, at the time, I just was baffled. I remember we hung out that night and we were talking about it while we were
Literally.
in the car because it was so shocking.
It was just
Um,
baffling as to
it's
why.
yes, it truly was. It was just a just shocking as fuck, man. Very shocking, bro. Next up, John Morrison. Very shocking in a sense that his runs just sucked. I couldn't believe that was literally all they had in mind for John Morrison. And yeah,
Exactly.
Aleister Black. The reason this was so shocking was because literally a
It was
month prior, he started a brand new gimmick that was actually really good. And
exactly
nothing ever came of it, which just
not a
blows.
thing.
Really
Not a
blows, man.
fucking thing.
Next up, Bray Wyatt. This shit, man. I just remember seeing text of
Mm,
a bunch of people texted me because everybody knows Bray's my guy. Sir K was
exactly.
one of them. I just remember
Obviously.
saying like, "Oh my God, you're gonna flip out when you wake up," and I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And I kept scrolling, like I told you guys before. See it from my girlfriend's dad. Bray Wyatt released. Shake my fucking head. And I was just baffled. It was so shocking. That was the first edition. second edition. Well, first with the face cam of breaking news. Next
Mm-hmm.
up, Keith
Yeah,
Lee. Very shocking. I thought he was going to be one of the guys that they didn't want to go to AEW because
really
they
did.
know how talented he is, but they just don't really care. And Keith Lee, man, was released, and I mean, they treated him like shit, but like it was kind of one of those things where like you feel like WWE doesn't realize they're treating him like shit, but they are. And yeah, but I don't know, man. Crazy release right there from WWE as well. Hit
Oh,
Row.
yeah.
Hit Row. Obviously, B-Fab got released right after she signed a new deal the week prior. Then the other three get released a week or 14 days later. And
Literally.
they just got called up, all just signed new deals, and they were gone just like that. Very shocking. Very shocking.
Very.
But I'm assuming that's going to be WWE's new thing, where they like to sign people to give them the 90 days and then release them like a bunch of pricks. Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Kross was supposed to be the next guy, man. He really was. That's why it was shocking. All those NXT marks used to say Kross is going to be a bigger star than anybody in AEW. Well, if you want, I can go back and show you the picture of him in a fucking gladiator mask and tell me that that is the next up. And then Scarlett as well. Obviously, just those two were such a great act, and they never amounted to anything. It's quite sad. And the last one is Bronson Reed. He just lost the North American title. Thought he was going to get called up. He was a huge piece to that NXT roster, and he was gone, just like that.
Damn.
He was gone because they thought that he was fat, and they seen another Keith Lee that they were going to misuse, so they figured, just cut the fucking costs.
Waste your
Somebody
time.
who's super talented, and now he is Jonah. And yeah, Bronson Reed.
Damn.
It's ridiculous what happened with him. Honorable mention here, none other than Mr. Buddy Murphy. So, obviously, he goes along with Aleister Black, and one of those guys that's just very talented, and they were wasted. Triple H guy for sure, man. But with that, this is a very, although it's very hard, it's very easy. It's hard to pick just one.
It really is.
But I gotta pick none other than Bray Wyatt. This man got released being one of WWE's biggest stars, and they didn't even think fucking twice to release the guy, and that was it. That was it for Bray Wyatt's WWE run, man. So who do you got?
Man, same, man. Who other than Bray Wyatt? I will say Braun Strowman is a close second just because of how much you love this company. But man, oh man, was Bray Wyatt shocking because not only was he a top guy, did everybody love him? He was, and technically still is, a massive moneymaker. He made them. Have you heard that Hit Row news?
What's that?
We'll talk about it more on Thursday, but they apparently helped NXT by themselves, just their contribution, helped make NXT $2 million.
Yeah, I heard about that.
If they can make NXT $2 million, how much did Bray Wyatt make that company as a whole?
Over the span of 7-8 years?
500 million? Easy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
With all that fucking merch over the years? Come on, bruh. Come on. And they just released him. Just like that. And
just because they didn't like him as a person.
Exactly. Just because he stood up for what he believed in, i.e. his work.
He did what The Undertaker told him to, and he got himself released.
And he got fired.
Take
God,
that,
and
Omos.
Fucking Omos. But
Omos.
But and they still make money off
tomorrow.
Oh, thank God. And they still make money off them. They still make figures. They still make
Pop
shirts
vinyls,
and shit.
or
Pop
yeah, that's what they're
vinyls.
called, right? Or no, Funko Pops.
Funko Pops.
Are
That's
they
what the
called
fucking
Pop
called.
vinyls?
Something's called Pop Vinyls, but the Funko Pops are what they're the big hit square
Yeah,
headed
yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But some is a Pop Vinyl. I don't have fuck. But and did you see that Keith Lee what he said, which correlates so well with this?
Oh yeah, they are called Pop vinyls.
Oh,
What
okay.
was the Keith Lee news?
He tweeted out something about him, uh, them missing him, and let me pull up the tweet because it was brutal. I didn't think I would expect to hear that out of Keith Lee. That's how crazy it is.
Really?
Festively, where is it? That's Twitter at right now. Okay, so this dude said, "I swear I watch WWE in hopes that you are here again." And then Keith Lee quote tweeted it. "You should probably stop that then. They've made enough money off my name since I've been gone. LOL. Period."
Damn.
Damn, man. And look at what they're doing with Wyatt, man. So
Yeah,
he's definitely my most shocking release of the year, man.
for sure, bro. For sure. All right, here we go. Career resurgence of the year. Career
Man,
resurgence of the year. First up, CM Punk. Obviously, I just told you guys he not only had 3 moments of the year within 3 months of being back, but he continues to have them, and he continues to have great matches with the likes of Darby Allen, Lee Moriarty, Eddie Kingston. The dude, man, he's been great. For being gone
he's
7
been
years, he's
perfect.
been great. Next up,
Exactly.
Ruby Soho, somebody who was trapped in her old faction, minus Sarah Logan in WWE, doing nothing, has found herself yet again, and she is absolutely, absolutely fantastic, man. Next up,
Hell yeah, man.
Bryan Danielson, somebody who went from being the just parading around saying yes and just being a good guy that loves the planet to being a fucking ass kicker. He still loves the planet, but he's fucking ass kicker, and he has gained a badass reputation in AEW, and it is absolutely, absolutely incredible. Next up, we have Miro. This is a guy who was on failed run of the year last year when he had blonde hair and was parading around with Kip Sabian playing video
Ugh,
games. He has since then become God's favorite champion, and since he lost the championship, he has become the
he's turned
Redeemer.
heel on God. Mm-hmm.
He has turned heel on God, and
On Cody.
has been great, bro. He has been fantastic, man. Next up, Malachi Black in WWE. This man was either not on television or just started a gimmick and got released. But last year, even in
Literally.
WWE, he was doing nothing. He was just this mean guy who got his eye gouged in. I don't know what he was. But Malachi Black has went from not being on TV at all and coming up with a whole new character just to get it released, with the character as well, to come to AEW and be able to be himself and be able to put on great matches, do things that WWE would not let him, like filming vignettes like the one he was a couple weeks ago. That was amazing, where
Literally.
he's been able to be Malachi Black, film promos the way he wants to. He's been able to exercise his mic skills, which he's very
Hell yeah.
underrated at. And he's been
Very.
great, man. He has been great in AEW. Next up, LA Knight. I like LA Knight now. I can genuinely say that I like LA Knight. Hated this guy before the Cameron
Oh,
Grimes
hey,
feud. He was trash. However, the Cameron Grimes feud made him come into his own. It made him kind of shed the Rock personality and be more of himself, and it was absolutely incredible, man. It was absolutely
exactly.
incredible. And he's been a lot more of himself, and I've really digged his babyface work, man. I really, really have. yeah, man. So LA Knight definitely gets a nominee spot there.
Most definitely.
Randy Orton. Randy Orton in the later half of last year when he was WWE champion for 2 weeks for no reason. He had an okay feud with Drew McIntyre in the beginning, but then it all went downhill from there. He had the feud with The Fiend that was trash. He had a just an utterly boring first half of 2021 and a bad half of last year as well when he was
Oh
as
yeah.
a pointless WWE champ and in a feud with Wyatt that was pretty bad. Randy Orton. Randy Orton
Randy.
found Randy found Matt Riddle and had a career resurgence, bro, because
Exactly.
he is so fun. Everybody loves Randy Orton. I mean, obviously, we know when this is all said and done, Orton is one of the best to ever do it. We all know
Oh
that.
yeah.
But man, does this guy have can this guy when this guy's bad, it's bad, but when he's good, he is very very good. And Christian Cage is the last one. Um Christian Cage went 7 years without wrestling, and he has came back. And although he hasn't outworked everybody, he has put on very good matches for his age, and he's been doing great things in the ring. And you gotta appreciate the work from somebody who hasn't
Exactly.
wrestled in 7 years. And with that, I guess you can throw Edge as an honorable mention. He puts on pretty good
Yeah.
matches, and his promos are excellent. So
And
yeah,
it's way
man.
better
So
than what he was doing last year.
yes, it is. He's actually
God.
facing new people, so I guess you could throw that in there. Yes. My career resurgence of the year goes to Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson has had a great debut where he
Mhm.
looked amazing beating up the Bucks. He had a great match with Nick Jackson. He had a great match with Minoru Suzuki. He had a fucking barn burner with Kenny Omega, Hangman, Miro. Incredible. Incredible. I would have loved, I'm upset that we did not get the Full Gear finals of John Moxley
Oh,
versus
truly.
Bryan Danielson. That would have been fucking sick. The two
Oh
ass
man.
kickers. I love how he's completely changed his reputation and went from, yes, 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 to just being a legitimate fucking ass kicker, bro. Incredible.
Literally.
Bryan Danielson, love this AEW run so far. He is incredible. Babyface or heel, this guy fucking gets it done. For sure,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
For sure.
Lately, Bryan Danielson has been reminding me of a smaller Walter in the way of how brutal he's been being.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Okay, I like that comparison.
It literally fits, bro. It really
It does.
does. But
It does.
hell yeah, I love what he's become. Truly,
For
man.
sure. For sure,
But
bro.
my winner for the career resurgence of the year, man. To me, man, I had to, I had to go with CM Punk, man. I don't know,
Very good.
because the people that complain that he's the exact opposite of what he used to be don't get it. That's the whole point. He said it himself. He doesn't need to be the voice to voice this anymore. Everybody has a voice. You know what I mean? So, what is there to become other than the very thing you used to hate? In a way, John Cena, this great guy that just verbally puts everybody over, you know what I mean, and just does good deed after good deed, always playing up to the company. He's just so happy to be there. That's what CM Punk is now, and it is perfect, man. It is perfect, man. I love it. It helps everybody else. It helps him because he can't beat the CM Punk of old, not yet, not as babyface, and he came in as babyface, and he should have. I'm glad he did.
Mm,
And now the very
absolutely.
thing, hmm the very thing that people don't like him for will be a Cody situation, and eventually, I think around end of next year probably, this different CM Punk, this opposite of what he used to be, is going to turn into a heel CM Punk, and it's going to be even fucking better, man. And I love the contrast. I love the symbolism. They do it great. CM Punk knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
And
Love it, bro.
and it's great that he is eventually one day going to be a heel in AEW because CM Punk is a giant. He's a giant in professional wrestling.
Exactly.
So him talking down to a disgruntled, misused babyface that's fighting for his life, just like how he was 10 years ago, is going to be fucking incredible. Because, you know, like I said, in the business, Punk is a fucking giant. So,
oh, yeah, you can't touch him.
Yeah, so him talking down and being everything to a different babyface that he used to play, he used to be like, is going to be great. And with Danielson staying heel and Punk being a babyface, that is going to come into play as well, and it's going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Love it, man.
Next up, final two. Return/debut, whatever you want to call them. You could a return to wrestling, a debut, a re-debut, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's up to you. We got an honorable mention. We have John Cena from Money in the Bank. It was a great moment.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great moment. I guess you could kind of throw Brock Lesnar in there as well. Very unexpected. But number one, CM Punk from Rampage, the August 20th edition of Rampage. We were there. Incredible debut. We just talked a lot about that. Not much to say. Ruby Soho from All Out. Ruby Soho from All Out, bro. God. She was the Joker in the women's casino battle royal. And man, that was awesome, bro. That was awesome, man. It was very perfect, bro. It was very perfect. And you know, long time coming. Ruby finally got to be in a company where they appreciate her, which is very cool to see.
Hell yeah.
It was a great pop, a great moment. Malachi Black from Road Rager. This one was shocking as fuck. Man, because nobody knew that this guy was a free agent, and he showed up. Didn't. You could see the genuine reaction on the crowd as he kicked Arn, and then he kicked Cody in the face, and it was at the time when everybody didn't realize that when we all thought Cody wasn't going to turn heel, he kicked Cody in the face, and everybody loved it. So instantly he was an overact, but it was an awesome moment, completely unexpected. Andrade El Idolo from Dynamite, June 4th. It was a show after Double or Nothing. It was a Friday night Dynamite on that show because of the NBA playoffs, and Andrade, with all the fucking swagger in the world, just walks out there like a badass in his suit, and he says he's the face of Latinos. He's gonna be the face of AEW. It was incredible. He didn't say too much, but he didn't have to. Adam Cole from All Out, another one we got to see, and another one from All Out. Adam Cole debuted at the end of All Out, and was this shocking as fuck, because we didn't know. We knew, we had an idea of Danielson, because I think Meltzer leaked it, or it might not have been Meltzer, it might have been someone else, but somebody leaked it, so we had an idea. But Adam Cole, we did not know of. We heard nothing. Actually, in fact, when we were in the parking lot of the Sears Center, news came out that nobody backstage even knew if he was going to be there, and he was, and it was incredible. Leo Rush from Double or Nothing. This was another shocking one because I completely forgot about Leo, but when I seen Leo Rush on the Titantron, that popped me because we all know how great Leo is, and he is very shocking and great debut, and he's been great ever since, man. Obviously, we got the break, but ever since he's been back, he's been great. Kyle O'Reilly from this recent edition of Dynamite, Holiday Bash.
Hell yeah.
Although we talked about it and how awkward it was, this is going to play a huge part into AEW's storylines.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a great signing. Very cool moment to see them all standing there like they were 4 years ago, man. So it was incredible to see. And last but certainly not least, Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson from All Out. Again, another one from All Out. Bryan Danielson, after Adam Cole turned on Jungle Boy and he realigned himself with the Elite, Bryan Danielson came for the save, and holy shit, did that fucking roof come off the fucking joint, man. Jesus Christ, that was an insane reaction. Everybody, after Adam Cole and then Bryan, everybody was just losing their fucking marbles, bro.
It just broke everybody.
It did. We were all chanting, yes. Oh, God. Jim Ross was saying how the rafters were shaking, and that's another thing I want to mention as well. A lot of these returns, what make them special, for as much shit as we give them, I was thinking about this the other day, I was watching some AEW returns, Jim Ross, bro.
He's great at these returns, man.
I was listening to the Emancipation of John Moxley, and you know, in the beginning of it, Jericho plays the audio from Double or Nothing 2019.
Yeah.
And it just gave me goosebumps hearing Jim Ross say, hey, because he was so shocked. And then the other announcer was just like, whoa. That was I rewatched that and I was like, man, that they called the fuck out of that. He called the Adam Cole. He said, "It's Adam Cole, baby." And it was a great call. He sounded hype as shit. And then, "It's Bryan, for the love of God, it's Bryan Danielson." Incredible, bro. Incredible.
Love it.
If JR's good at anything nowadays, I will fucking tell you it's a return or a re-debut or a debut. Incredible, bro. Incredible, man. But those are the nominees. Like I said, with the honorable mention of John Cena, those are the nominees for return / debut, re-debut, whatever you want to call it, of the year. And my winner goes to CM Punk from Rampage on August 20th. This night was special. We talked about this earlier. This night was electric. This night was everything I thought it would be. 7 years in the making. All to lose the fuck out of my mind and my voice for the SummerSlam podcast the very next night. So
exactly.
Yeah, man. So, oh man, laughing about Omo did not help my voice that next day either. It was bad.
It really
my
did
voice was bad. But my winner for sure, undoubtedly, goes to CM Punk from August 20th Rampage, bro. Oh my God, that night was special. That night was a night that a wrestling fan will never forget. It was something we always talked about. Like, man, we would mark the fuck out if we were in the stands for a CM Punk return. And
I always said I would faint. I did not, but I always said I would, man. But man,
I'm sure we would have fainted if it was a genuine surprise. Like,
oh my God, if it was not expected at all, would have fainted. Would have lost it. Would have fainted, man. But I'm the same winner, man. CM Punk, bro. Goes hand in hand with moment. This could be your return, debut, whatever you want to call it, of the decade, man. I will never have an experience that outbeats this one in terms of professional wrestling. Come on, bro. It's a CM Punk return. We erupted. We were chanting before. We were chanting after. After his promo, y'all got up, went to the merch line. We're still chanting CM Punk. Definitely.
awesome night.
Return of the year, bro. Loved it. Incredible night, man. Can't top it.
Here we go. This has been a great award show so far, and as we wrap things up, we got the last one, the worst booking decision of the year. Number 1, Walter Taps, NXT TakeOver 36.
Okay.
Why the fuck would you have Walter tap out?
Literally.
Why would you do that?
It makes no sense.
Why is that even a thought in your brain? Next up, Flopping Demon. Finn Balor, flopping to his heartbeat like a fish out of fucking water.
Fish out of SpongeBob, bro.
Good Lord. Next up, 26 seconds from SummerSlam. Becky Lynch burying Bianca Belair with a rock bottom. Dude, what the fuck is that?
God.
What?
Like, how do you even explain that?
Star built up all year to be squashed by Becky Lynch, and somehow she's the hero in this situation. Okay.
Exactly. Okay.
Next up, the Blood and Guts ending. AEW filming the last minutes of Blood and Guts, forgetting that there's 4 men still in the ring, and just filming the top of the cage of Jericho just walking around, stumbling, punching MJF, and MJF then just holding Jericho at the edge of the cage. Jericho doesn't think to move or counter something, and he just throws him off the cage as the team says, "I quit." And Jericho gets flung onto Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Next, the Hurt Business breakup. This is one thing in unison that I think every wrestling fan fucking hated from this year. The dumbest shit. Bobby Lashley apparently got power hungry and just decided, just fuck my homies. I'm just gonna be with MVP now. So yeah, that whatever. I'll just be by myself. I don't need them for whatever. Nobody to this day made any sense out of this bullshit. And yeah, the Hurt Business, they broke up for no reason at all. No reason
Can't
at all.
Even think of a reason.
And with that, Goldberg pins Bobby Lashley from Crown Jewel. Entertaining match, like I said, but in no way, shape, or form does fucking Goldberg need to pin Bobby Lashley. This derailed the fuck out of him. This was at a time when Big E just beat him for the WWE Championship. And then you have this happen. Like, this is going to do anything but ruin him. And it's just not the same anymore, man. It's just not the same. And now they want to make him babyface. So there you go.
How was Goldberg probably every year since his return been at least a nominee for worst booking decision of the year? That's got to be an award in itself, bruh.
The Goldberg, yeah, maybe we'll name it after Goldberg. The Goldberg worst booking decision of the year. That's what we'll. Who's gonna win the Goldberg this year? Good Lord.
God.
Randy. Actually, this is when he was just Randy. Randy pins Bray Wyatt from WrestleMania 37, clean as a fucking whistle. RKO and pin, and the Fiend is dead yet again, as if he wasn't already killed. The last year, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. So Randy Orton just feeds Bray Wyatt another WrestleMania loss, and it is horrible. Horrible to fucking see, man. Dog shit. Jeff Hardy pins Cross. This is the last one, man. The last of the nominees. We also have a honorable mention once we get done for this one. But Jeff pins Cross from the July 19th edition of Monday Night Raw. Karrion Kross, first night on the fucking job, gets buried. He gets rolled up by Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy wins the goddamn match. In about 3 minutes, Cross was buried forever. And as for your honorable mention, this was actually a letdown of the year, but it was also a worst booking decision as well. The Labors. The Labors of Jericho. Horribly booked. Why would Hoovy Tood be in there? Anyway, we're back. Okay, with my worst booking decision of the year. This is a very hard one. There's a lot of good ones in there. My winner goes to none other than Randy Orton
Mhm.
pins Bray Wyatt clean at WrestleMania 37. The Fiend just came back in full effect. This dude literally just fucking came back. And he gets beat. And he's staring at Alexa Bliss. The lights go off. They come back on. And he's gone. And we never seen him again. And then you have the audacity to air something that should not have been aired the next night on Raw.
No.
The famous line from myself, I feel alive. I feel fucking dead watching this shit. I feel fucking dead. That was one of my best lines of the year. And good God, was that fucking awful. Good God, was that awful.
Man, terrible.
Good Lord, man. How the hell do you have that happen? The 4-year story, even 4.5-year story of Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Well, news comes out, WWE doesn't know where they want to go with it. There's only one way. You have Wyatt win, you dumbass. How the fuck is that not your ending?
Literally.
Well, turns out that actually was not their ending. That legitimately was not their ending. Their ending was having Randy Orton just get the last laugh after he burned his house down. He burned him on fire. He he disrupted the Wyatt family.
He just fucked his whole life up and got away with it.
He took his belt at WrestleMania. He literally just made this man's life a living hell and then just got away with all of it. Like, bro,
For all we know, he's the reason he cheated on his wife with JoJo at this point. For all we fucking know.
Probably was. Everything else that went fucking wrong in this man's life has been at the hands of Randy Orton anyway. So that's my worst booking decision for the year, man. So who do you got, bro? Who do you got?
My worst booking decision of the year is Walter tapping, bro. I love the match. It's my match of the year. We went over this, man, but how do you have a man who's such an attraction with such a great streak, has everything that a current Brock Lesnar dreams of being is Walter. He's got the mystique, he's got the style, he's got the matches, he's got the brutalness, he's got it all, man. He's got the look, he's got the music, everything.
Second best.
And of all things you do to get the title off of him, you make him tap. They couldn't have gone.
You said this yesterday. Sorry to interrupt, but you said this
No, you're
yesterday.
good.
That's like having Brock tap. I don't think they get that. But
you don't have Brock tap. You don't have Walter tap, bro. Like, it's just simple. Like, what was I gonna fucking say? I lost my train of thought. God, oh, shit.
My bad.
Oh no, you're good. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I fucking just. But anyway, man. Anyway, you have a man who can do it all. Oh, I remember. I fucking remember. You couldn't have just Oscar'd him. Just had a win, get injured, relinquish the title. That would have been perfect ending for Walter with that title. Because there's no one in the coming years, definitely coming to NXT UK, that could beat him. If NXT UK reached all companies, there'd be people that can beat him. Yeah, but and that's coming to that company, not a soul. And you had him tap. I love Dragunov. I really do. He's great.
He is.
But you don't make him tap out Walter. Exactly. He's just not that guy. And it was just a bad decision. And my worst decision all year. Because I didn't think they were going to do it. And they did it. And my jaw dropped. Your jaw dropped. It was terrible.
Bro, I remember that was one of the moments where me and you just sat there in silence and looked at each other.
Literally.
And the only thing that could come out of our mouth was, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Mm-hmm.
Walter
exactly
fucking tapped. It would have made sense if you had those two guys go for like 40 minutes. And then Walter literally just collapsed. And then Dragunov. And like, because like, it makes sense. Like, he was conscious and thought like, oh, fuck it, I give up, and tapped. He just genuinely was like, fuck this shit. I got to tap. Like, if he fought so hard that, like, you know when those New Japan matches ended and they pin, and the guy pins the other guy, and they just lay there? And they just literally lay there and have to be, like, stretchered out and shit?
That's how it should have been. They should have legitimately killed each other.
You should have had Walter... Bro, I'm telling you, you should have had... Here's a good spot. You know that running forearm that Dragunov does to the back of Walter's head? Well, the back of your head's a sensitive spot. I would have had Dragunov do that shit literally like a couple times over, and literally just had Walter just collapse. And Dragunov collapse too, but have him just collapse onto Walter where he's pinning him.
Yep.
And then Walter needs to get stretchered out because he collapsed. He fought for 45 minutes and just fucking collapsed.
His body just gave up on him. That's why he lost. Not because he consciously said, this hurts, I'm gonna tap.
Fuck this shit. Stop. I'm tapping.
Good thing you didn't start doing it instantly, like KO just...
Oh my, I love that spot. KO made sense, but it still was fucking hilarious because we always talked about that moment.
Exactly, man, but that's got to be my worst booking decision of the year, man. Absolutely. How do you make Walter tap?
Absolutely, man. So, after 3 hours of an award show, nonetheless, it was a great show, and I hope we kept you guys entertained. We had a lot of topics, so I'm sure that helped keeping this very entertaining. But hey, man, this will be up on all platforms, so you guys will be able to watch this. If you're in the car and you got a 3 hour, 6 hour, 9 hour car ride, you can listen to our Slamming Awards. Nonetheless, very long episode, but this absolutely, I know this right now, is one of my favorite shows. I genuinely enjoyed the presentation of this. Enjoyed going over all this shit with you guys. So, I hope you guys did enjoy our 2021 year-end awards. We'll be back for 2022. I hope that we got I know we'll have some great shit to talk about in 2022. It's interesting to think, though, who will be on these lists next year? I don't know.
It's really interesting, man.
I don't know.
It really is.
It's very interesting, bro. But now that we set it up like this, it'll be interesting to look at the lists from this year and next year
and compare them. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll be cool as hell, man. That'll be cool as hell. But yeah, man, like I said, this has genuinely been a great show, and it has been one of my favorite shows. 3 hours, but for good reason. We had a lot of shit to talk about, so I hope that kept you guys entertained, man. But with that being said, that is going to do it for the 2021 Notorious Heels Podcast Year-End Awards. I just want to give a special shout out to my fucking Wi-Fi. Thank you for keeping us live for 3 hours.
Literally.
I'm shocked that the legs didn't break off midway. I would have been pissed. But look, man, special shout out to my Wi-Fi. You gave us problems in the beginning, but you fucking held up for 3 hours, and I'm genuinely shocked. With that being said, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels Podcast, man. And yeah, that is going to do it for the 90th edition of the podcast. And not only that, but the 2021 year-end awards. I hope you guys did enjoy the awards, man. Results will be posted soon on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, we will not be seeing you guys for Unscripted tomorrow. This is Unscripted for the week. And, this is an unscripted slot for the week. And this Thursday, not Friday, we will be on here live with the New Year's edition of the Newsman. And hey, we might have a little rebuttal of our own for Return of the Year because we still got one more Dynamite. We might still got one more Dynamite, so we might be able to add one, but no, I'm just playing around. Well, definitely, who knows? There could be one that is great.
Could be.
Still, I think my winner will be Punk, so I think we'll save. I think we're safe with that one. But yeah, man, it's been a great year for wrestling, and once again, rest in peace to the legend, Mr. Brody Lee. Mr. Brody Lee, man, a true legend. Rest in peace, man. So,
truly,
once
man.
again, ladies and gentlemen, it has been Truly a pleasure. Truly a pleasure. We worked very hard on this, and we hope you guys like it. Truly a pleasure from Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels Podcast, the 2021 Year-End Awards. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on Thursday with the New Year's episode of News. We'll see you guys then.
And then, peace.
And Day 1 predictions.
I was just about to say that. Fuck.